scares the monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark.
What's going on, Gorehounds? And thank you for joining us for another fantastic episode of the Gore and More podcast. I'm Not So Mean, Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing the shit show in, however, or should I say ship show?
Oh, very nice.
Hey, yeah. So, but I can't bring this in as, by myself. And we have a full crew on deck tonight. So one of these days we'll have Brody live again, but that's far and few between. But it's always sweet when it happens.
He's such a busy guy, so
Exactly.
Yes,
and he also lives on the other side of the world.
Yeah, the whole 12-hour difference thing and shit like that. So let me start it off right. So we have the Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
We have the Dean of the Deceased, the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scoopacabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, motherfuckers?
And we have that killing machine, but we like to call him that delicious meat mountain, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening, fuckers. It is Monday the 27th.
So
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's hot.
That throws me off every time because I just am not anticipating.
That was hot. That was hot. I don't know what other thing else.
it's the only way I could get my voice that deep.
You haven't busted that thing out in a long time.
That's
what she said.
Ghostbusters episode when you did the Windstorm.
yeah.
Oh god, it was great.
All right. So today we are talking 2009's Pandorum. This is my pick, actually. And while I have personally seen it once before, these boys have never seen it, as well as Brody. So kind of cool. That doesn't happen often. I am very excited to talk to these boys. You know what? Fuck that. I don't want to talk. I want to hear you boys talk about how you feel about this movie. But before we do that, we're going to do what we always do and talk about what we did in the last weekend or didn't do or whatever the fuck. So, Mr. Vasquez, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Slice of Life.
Hi,
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Holy crap.
Where?
What?
There.
Do what now?
Yes, my son.
Chad Daddy, how the hell you been? What'd you do? What'd you do?
Not too bad. Like a normal week. I went to work, and then Friday I met a friend of mine named Ed, who I used to work with years ago. We had a nice long lunch together, went out for sushi, sat and shut the bowl for a couple hours, and we had a good time, talking about this and that, everything in between. And the whole time we're sitting there when we're done eating, just still sitting there talking, and the witch just kept coming over a couple minutes and giving us a side eye, like, yeah, we're still talking.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it was a good time. It was a real good time catching up with him. I hadn't seen him in a while. Actually, the last time I'd seen him was the last time I'd seen you guys in person at that Steel City Con.
Oh, wow.
Hot damn,
Wow,
dude.
that's a
It's been a minute.
long fucking time.
And it's sad because he just lives down around where, TJ lives in the Butler area, so he's not that far away. It's just hard to find time. He's busy, I'm busy. But it was nice, catching
Shit
up.
happens, dude. Nice.
Yes, it does. But we still message each other all the time and things, so it's not like we haven't spoken in years, just haven't seen each other in person in years. So we did that. Let's see. Then Friday night, I ended up taking my two youngest kids out roller skating.
Nice.
Yeah. And I myself did not skate. I just wasn't really feeling it. I thought, this is more for the kids. Let them have their fun. And I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, got nostalgic for when I used to go skating at my son's age. And then I realized that was about 40 fucking years ago.
Wow.
It made me feel really old. I am really old, but...
Did you hear Dawson Creek theme song in the background?
Little tear. But
Right.
yeah, and so I did that. The sad thing is, like, the place that I used to skate at when I was his age, that's not even there anymore. It's a fucking medical center now.
Yo, dude, the fact that you even have a skating rink near you, that's like a blessing because of the.
Oh, dude, it's like 10 minutes away.
Yeah, nice. Like closest one to me is 45, and then anything else after that is like well over that.
Oh, it's a shitty place too.
Yeah,
but it's a skating rink anyway.
I'm surprised you didn't throw on some skates, dude.
Nah, I just wasn't feeling it. Last time I
Fair.
tried skating, my ankles were just in bad shape and didn't want to cooperate.
Blades,
Definitely.
homie.
Last time I tried blades was even worse.
Really? All right.
I'm old, dude. I'm old.
Fair.
So yeah, we did that Friday. Saturday, we went bowling, got groceries, played some games with the kiddos. What else did I do this weekend? I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like there's something I'm missing. I know I said I was going to do my taxes. I ended up not doing my taxes yet. I'll do it this week. I'll do it this week.
I would say it's still early.
Yeah,
but,
it's way early. Let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I know I'm not.
Is this a bit, or are you actually like forget?
No, I really can't remember. No,
I was
it's not a
saying
bit.
I would love to help you lob one in there, but I don't know what we're talking.
No, don't throw me a bone because I don't think there's a bone there to throw. Then Sunday we played some games with the kids, and I watched this, and I did beat my Avatar game, which is funny because I said I was getting bored with it.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
And yeah, that's really about it. Lord Scuba Cabra, how about you, brother?
Let's see. What did I do? Friday night, I worked at the bar, and I'm going to say it was quite possibly the best night that I've had since I've been back. The crowd was energetic. Everybody was singing karaoke. Usually, since I've been back, there's been maybe tops like 20 singers through the night, whatever. No really tippers, so, whatever. I don't do it for the money. I do it because it's fun. I like seeing people sing. I like getting up there and singing also. But this fucking Friday, I had like 36 singers. It was karaoke all night long. I played 2. Normally, I have to put music in between to kill time or whatever. Yeah. I played 2 songs the entire fucking night that were not karaoke. I walked out with $300.
Ooh,
damn. Yeah, so it was a damn good night. So had a blast. Didn't drink alcohol, which I'm doing good on that. So it was a fun, energetic night, and it went by really, really fast. And then Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Saturday, we hung out with Mel. I hung out with Mel and Charlie a little bit, and then Mel went to work, and I asked Damien if he would babysit Charlie so that I could go to the movies. So I went to the movies, and I watched The Wolfman just because there was another movie I wanted to watch, but it was like really, really late that it was going to start, and I don't want to be out super late. And so I settled for Wolfman, and it was okay. It wasn't the best movie, but it wasn't the worst. I would rather watch Wolfman over Nosferatu any day.
Really?
That's not saying much.
That's why I haven't seen Nosferatu, because I just feel like I already know myself. I don't know if I would enjoy that.
I feel like I'm kind of feeling the same. It just feels like it's like not our type of movie.
It's very, very artsy.
That's
yeah,
and it's also it's not for everyone.
It's also like old school gothic romance, which I could give 2 flying fucks about. So
yeah, I mean, and I still don't understand the design that they used for him, and it just I don't know. But and then I came home. Mustache? Yeah, well, not just the mustache, the skinny ass legs he had. Like,
so if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, and I don't mean to like segue, but like, isn't that what like part of his description from the actual like book? Dracula?
Maybe, but it did not work translated for me. It didn't work translated, onto film. And he looked like a naked Groot at the end of the movie, or not Groot, Gru from Despicable Me. Skinny legs, big torso, like that's what he looked like, and he was naked, and it looked weird. It was a weird design. It was a weird choice. Whatever. Came home, played a little bit of Marvel Rivals, tried to get into it.
Word.
I played it just fine on my PC because I downloaded it for my PC and I downloaded it on the Xbox.
All right.
So I played it on my PC. I did fucking great. I was kicking ass as the Punisher, taking names, played it on my Xbox, and for some reason I sucked balls on the Xbox. And so I said, fuck this game. I'm going back to Brutal Legend. So I started playing Brutal Legend again for a little bit. And then I woke up at like 4 a.m. So the theater that I went to is not my normal theater. It's the ghetto theater in my town. But I go there because it's AMC. I pay the $20 membership a month. You get 3 free movies a week for the $20 membership.
A week?
A week.
God damn.
Yeah. So you can go to the movies 3 times a week for free with the $20 A-list or whatever the fuck it's called. So I said, you know what? I pay the $20. I might as well just go there because it's not really a movie I want to see anyway. So I'm just going to go get the popcorn
Yeah.
So while I'm sitting there before the movie starts, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get some sliders and some curly fries. And I ordered it from my seat, went to go pick it up. And when I got there, they're like, oh, we don't have the bacon cheeseburger sliders. But we have these other ones if you want one of these ones. I was okay, give me the beer cheese ones. So they gave me the beer cheese ones. I didn't know that they just basically fucking microwave this shit. I thought they had a kitchen in the back where they made this shit. No, it's like a fucking little Subway oven that they threw these fucking burgers in that were in like a brown paper sack, which should have been my first fucking red flag. I still ate it. Tasted kind of weird. Whatever. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, fucking violently vomiting for the third fucking weekend in a row, but this time from shitty fucking hamburgers from AMC.
You know what? You're Kramer eating the hot dog at the old fucking theater.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
You saw it, you made that decision, and you were like, yeah, we're still gonna go through with this.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
You're
And
like,
so
it smells good, doesn't it? Yeah.
I puked like 3 or 4 times throughout the course of the night. Fell asleep, stayed. I didn't even sleep on the bed with the girls. I slept on the futon because I kept getting up, and then I just felt like shit all day yesterday. Didn't eat anything. I just and then finally it passed, and I'm like, okay, it was the food. That's all it was. It was the food, thankfully. But I'm like, Jesus, I can't catch a fucking break on the weekends. Like, I'm not going anywhere anymore. I'm just gonna stay my ass home.
That's self-inflicted, though. Unfortunately, on that one, that's
yeah.
And I should have said, you know what? Go ahead and cancel them when I saw how they were gonna make, and they only put them in there for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I'm like,
that's a red flag right there.
It's literally the McDonald's fucking heat your McNuggets up kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
so I got up. It was almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we just went to go pick up my grandma. Took my grandma home because she had been staying with my aunt because of the cold weather, and I didn't want my grandma to be home alone. So she finally went home on Sunday, and then came home. We watched, what the hell did we watch yesterday? Oh, Mel put on Death to Smoochie. She had never seen it, so she wanted to watch it. I like it. I thought it's not like extra funny or anything, but it's a good movie. I liked it.
all right.
So we watched that, and then she put Charlie to sleep, and so we actually got to sit down and watch Pandorum without any interruptions. And
nice.
I'm glad that we did. Can't wait to talk about it, Bobby.
Well, I wasn't throwing up like Steve. I had it coming out the other end myself, dealing with some sort of bug, but it didn't make me feel sick. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so Friday was just chilling out with the fiance. We just chilled out at home and watched. What did we watch? We watched the Uglies on Netflix, which I didn't know was part of a 3-book series. So hopefully they make a sequel to it because it was actually decent. I'm like, okay, well, now I kind of want to see where the rest of the story takes out, but it was still good nonetheless. A very good movie. Saturday, we were in Atlantic City with a few friends of ours. We did gambling a little bit, and then we went out to dinner and then came back to her house. Sunday, I had a shoot with some friends in the cold. I love everybody.
Nice.
I ain't doing that again. I knew there was a reason why I normally don't shoot in the winter, but I still had fun with it. And on top of that, my stomach was, just like this whole time. I'm gonna come out of you at some point. I'm like, you ain't gonna do this now. So you're not gonna do this now. And then I came home. Me and my mother, we went to my cousin's for the football games. And chilled out. And today was another chill day because I was still having a little bit, but on the mend now. And I got to watch this movie. I actually had to start it 3 times because something was going wrong with Tubi. And I said, fuck you, I'm going to go over to Freevee. And I went to
what?
Freevee.
I had that same issue. I had that same issue on Tubi. Like, it kept
I
freezing on me.
I think everybody's saying it. And I'm, fuck is this? So I went right to Freevee. It was this weekend with the fiance and friends and family. And I enjoyed myself. And yeah, I don't have much else to say. John?
Word. Well, I'll be straight up honest. I didn't do fucking shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I didn't. I kind of felt like crap on Friday, so I ended up taking the day. And once I kind of like caught up on some fucking sleep, I played some fucking Mortal Kombat because what the fuck else are you supposed to do if you feel like shit? It's like whatever. And So that kind of like passed after a day or whatever. I think like Steve, yeah, he probably did. Like Steve, it was I think a little self-inflicted. I think Chinese hurt me just a little bit for whatever reason. Yeah, that'll happen.
That little General So's kitty didn't do it,
Fucking
you know?
right, dude. Was it General? It might have been. I don't remember. Anyways, not important. So I did end up because I was like, it's still a shitty weekend. I don't really want to go out and fucking do it. It is the sick week for Gore and More Molly. You are correct.
Molly, I'm the only one that didn't get sick.
Right?
Fuck
Good
you
for
guys.
you.
You better fucking knock on wood, Chad Daddy. You better
Yeah,
fucking
right.
knock on wood, man.
I don't care if I get sick in the middle of the week. That's even better. Just get a couple days off work.
There you go. But no, so I ended up, I was shopping the old Xbox store, and I was like, see what's on sale and shit. And they had a game from my childhood that I used to fucking love playing, and it's called Shadow Man. If you've never heard of it,
Oh,
yeah. So they have it remastered from Night Dive on there, and so it's definitely cleaned up, but it's still all the clunky, blocky graphics that you fucking remember, dude. So it's hilarious.
All that N64 goodness.
Fucking right, dude. But there's actually 2 added levels into it that were in the PC versions that never made it to the N64 version, which is kind of cool. One was like this like gross slug Jabba the Hutt motherfucker. I had a but no, I've been having a super fun time with that, and also been playing some Phasmophobia, which, man, the way they changed that game, dude, like you gotta do some grinding to get shit now because now it's all level based and how you get like what you can buy and everything. And I suggest you guys buy it. Scoobs, I already know you got it on PC.
yeah, I have it. I haven't played in a long time.
I got it twice. I don't know why, because I'm an idiot. Anyways, other than that, did a lot of gaming, did some Fortnite, got to be Godzilla finally, which was awesome. Destroyed an entire city and fucked up a bunch of people, so that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you play, get on that shit while you still can.
So how do you get to be Godzilla?
So a portal will open up, and the first person who makes the portal turns into Godzilla. So it's kind of luck of the draw. It used to be really percent based, and it was really low percentage that he would show up, but they like tweaked that after excuse me, after like a week or so because people were bitching, like nobody was getting it and shit. And then every once in a while, Kong will hop in at the beginning of a match to just drop a bunch of like loot and shit like that. He like hops out of a portal. He's like, all right. Then hops back in the fucking portal. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Whatever. What's up, Brody?
Hey, Birdie.
Brody.
So yeah, man. Other than that, a bunch of gaming. Just watch the movies. Watch this. I did watch Species 2 because Brody asked, or he asked if I would or not, and I said hell yeah. And you know what? Quick review. I enjoyed it. I feel like I told the boys. I feel like it's on par with the first one. I feel there's things that are better, aka practical effects. We've got a lot more of them.
Man, if you guys want to, if you guys want to review it this year, we can make that change.
That's
I know
if anybody
Brody
wants. I say if Brody wants to throw it on there for his pick, that's by all means.
Brody messaged me yesterday or Saturday morning. He's like, it was yesterday. He's like, oh man, I got this great. I just watched this movie called Azrael. We got to throw this on. I want to make a change.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, I mean, listen, I'm not saying it has to. I would have never watched it had we just not watched the first one. So I was just kind of like, you know what? I enjoyed the first one, and I enjoyed the second one. Like it was.
Stop there.
I'm without.
You don't need
anything,
to pursue it after that.
I was gonna say you've seen the Guyver and you've seen Guyver 2, right? Guyver 2 was like fun, but it was nowhere near the level of Guyver 2 or Guyver 1. I feel like Species 2 is above Guyver 2 in terms of sequels. So other than that, yeah, like I said, practical effects were good, a lot more titties. I don't know what else to say on that. Other than that, I'm ready to fucking talk this movie. So let's do that. And that is 2009's Pandorum. Fuck it, I'll take plot. Seeing, I guess it's my pick. Two crew members are stranded on a spacecraft and quickly and horrifically realize they are not alone. 2 astronauts awaken in a hypersleep chamber aboard a seemingly abandoned spacecraft. It's pitch black. They are disoriented, and the only sound is a low rumble and a creak from the belly of the ship. They can't remember anything. Who are they? What is their mission? With Lieutenant Peyton staying behind to guide him via radio transmitter, Corporal,
Yes.
Corporal Bauer ventures deep into the ship and begins to uncover a terrifying reality. Slowly, the spacecraft's shocking, deadly secrets are revealed, and the astronauts find their own survival is far more important than they could have ever imagined. Directed by Christian Elvat, Case 39 and The Island. The Island. Is that the one with
Leo?
No, it's a newer one.
Oh, no, not Leo. That's Shutter Island.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I thought The Island was the one with Black Widow there.
No, that's
The one where she was going to go topless, and the director's like, "Yeah, no, we don't have to do that." And everybody's
yeah,
like,
no, that's the one. That's the
"Rude."
one she made with Ewan McGregor. What the hell was the name of that?
I thought it's something island, wasn't it? Maybe not. Anyways,
It's something like that.
or it had to
I
deal
know-
with an island. Maybe that's what I'm. Whatever the fuck.
I know it was about clones. That's all I can remember.
Yes, that's what it was. Brody, dude, don't. Yeah, I would pay generous money to get a Guyver remake.
But it
Sign me
has.
up for that.
But it it needs to be practical though. I can't.
Oh, absolutely. I don't want fucking CGI.
You hope
nothing,
so.
dude. I can have CGI added effects. That's fine, but
Yeah, use
Not
to
when it
enhance,
takes
not
over a
replace.
movie.
correct. Written by Travis Malloy, Street Gun and Infinity Chamber, and Christian Elvert, Antibodies and Cutoff. Produced by Robert Kulzer, Wrong Turn, Resident Evil, Jeremy Bolt, Event Horizon, and Soldier, and Paul W.S. Anderson. You know what? It kind of had that feeling of his touch on that. And Scoob and I talked about that earlier, and that kind of makes sense. The Three Musketeers and Monster Hunter.
Look, we know he's done like Underworld and fucking Resident Evil.
But it
He
has
does
that
different ones.
Resident Evil kind of feel a little bit.
It's got the look
bit.
of it too, a little bit.
A little bit. All right, Bobby, take it away, homie.
Starring.
Jesus.
Yeah, all right.
Oh yeah, that was totally for show.
Do you need an exorcist?
Yeah, send one over. Make sure he brings that fucking, James Woods with him.
Ooh, piece of candy.
That's right.
Dennis Quaid, Jaws 3D, Great Balls of Fire as Lieutenant Peyton, older Corporal Gallo, Cam Gigandet. Did I say that night? Gigandet?
That sounds good enough to me.
Sounds good to me.
Apologize if you
Twilight,
fucked that up.
Twilight Priest as younger Corporal Gallo, Ben Foster, The Punisher, X-Men: The Last Stand as Corporal Bauer. I don't know how to pronounce this first one. Antigi? Nah,
I think it's Anjay. I don't know.
Anjay I'm gonna go with what is it?
Angie.
It is. Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Angie.
And the only reason I know it's Angie is because I had a friend who was a German exchange student when I was in high school, and that's how she spelled her name.
Oh,
Fair enough.
all right. You
Well,
learned
was she
something.
as hot as this German?
No,
Oh,
not even
okay.
close.
Man of Steel, The Flash as Nadia. Hello. Kung Lee, Tekken, Fighting as Mon. We'll leave it at that.
There's just a
Any-
movie called Fighting.
Yes.
Kind of want to watch it.
I just want to look it up at least.
Eddie Rouse, The Number 23. It's actually a decent movie. Pineapple Express as Leland. Andre Hennick, ABCs of Death 2. The Dark Side of the Moon as Hunter Leader. And Norman Reedus. Where the fuck do we know him from? Mimic, 8mm, and a bunch of others as Shepard. We do not have a body count total. Is that true?
Oh shit! I forgot to update that. Sorry, I did.
God damn it.
Oh, we do? Wow.
Sorry, I did the show notes before I watched the movie. I count 5 people and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 6 of the mutant/monsters.
Okay. No shit. Are we including the 10,000 that one ship captain just fucking killed off?
No, I don't count them, and I don't count people that were already dead, like the bodies they find.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Scoob's
Some-
mom.
What's
Hi,
up, Mama
Scoop's
Scuba?
mom.
Thank you for joining us. Awesome. Chad Daddy.
Music by Mikkel Bricht, Antibodies, Case 39. Cinematography by Wedigo von Schutzendorf. That's got to be the most German sounding name I've ever fucking heard.
You think?
The 13th Floor, It's Alive. Edited by Philip Stahl, Antibodies, Berlin 1. Effects and makeup by Herbert Blank, Alien vs. Predator, and one of Big Johnny D's favorites, Ninja Assassin.
Fuck yeah, I love that movie, dude.
Distributed by Overture Films, runtime of 108 midgets, rated R, budget of 33 mil, and it only grossed about 20.6 mil.
I'm not gonna lie. Now, Scoobs does remember it. I don't remember this in theaters.
I vaguely remember, like,
I
seeing
wanna-
like a,
I want to say when I saw the poster for it, though,
yeah,
I
think
saw it at like the Dollar Cinema.
I think I remember seeing a poster for it, but I don't think I remember seeing any previews or anything on TV.
No, like
You-
I don't. I feel like this was not advertised to what it should have been.
And this was and this was 09, so I was well aware. Yeah, I never even saw the movie poster till later.
And like I was telling John,
nothing I remember.
The only reason that I even knew anything about this movie was I was really big into The Walking Dead, and of course Norman Reedus was in. He's in Walking Dead, one of the main characters. And I don't remember what season it was, but they were saying that a screenshot had leaked of Daryl's death, and it was the screenshot from Pandorum. So people were like freaking the fuck out that Daryl was gonna die, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not Walking Dead. And so I did a little digging. I'm like, oh, it's the movie Pandorum. So
Which is especially funny because, Pandorum came out years before that.
yeah,
Yeah.
which means a
Yeah.
lot of people did not watch it.
Yeah, precisely.
But can we just say like how much of a cash grab Norman Reedus was for this movie, or at least
5
trying to
minutes.
Oh
Trying
yeah.
Wasn't
Trying
even 5
to be.
minutes.
be? They were just like,
I
yo, dude,
saw
come
him and
out,
I'm like,
do your thing, and then get killed off. Okay.
And
Yeah,
that's
the
because
funny-
you can't even really
s-
tell it's him until
It
like
took you, like,
right
a few
before he
seconds.
dies.
The funny thing
Yeah.
is, you actually have that backwards. They didn't bring him in to like draw in a name. He voluntarily picked this because he wanted to work with the director again.
No shit. Okay.
oh,
Well,
Because he
I
worked
like
with the
that even
director on
better.
that the one movie that keeps coming out called I think it's Antibodies. They worked on together.
Okay, that's cool.
I saw him in this role for like the 5 minutes. I'm like,
Well,
I was
what the
hoping he was
fuck?
throughout
Why'd
the
they
whole
give
movie.
it?
I hope he was there.
They couldn't have given him a longer fucking part than that. What the fuck? Maybe they couldn't afford it.
He should have been the Vietnamese guy.
No, I love the Vietnamese
No,
guy.
no,
No,
I love him too.
He
I
fit
love
his
him
role.
too, but I could have gone for Space Daryl.
Yeah, but
Space-
here,
No,
nah.
here's what's cool about the Vietnamese dude is like that shit would be legit, right? We know
Yeah.
we think
Yeah.
at least there's supposedly 5,000 people stored upon this shit.
Which
There's a
is-
good fucking chance there's gonna be people all over from the world, right?
5,000. I thought it was like 60,000.
Yeah, I thought it was
Was it 5,000 per awake? Is that where I got the because they said 5,000 at one point?
I just heard 5,000. I don't remember a bigger number. Maybe I didn't hear anybody else.
I thought it was a lot more than that.
no, it was a lot more than that. And they were all from different countries of the world because basically they were going to repopulate
A whole new
Tanis.
Yeah.
So it was like Noah's Ark with people.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, that's what was it? The Elysium. That's what it was. It was
Yeah.
a space Noah's
So-
Ark. You know what I mean?
question before we really get into discussing this movie. Given that setup, if you were given that choice, what would you do? Would you say, hell yeah, sign me up? Or you just ride out the earth and see
No.
what happens?
I'm going. Fuck. Here's the thing, man.
Probably
If
no.
the Earth is already doomed, they're already fighting over resources. They're even now. If they were to say now, hey, we got the spaceship. You're going to be asleep this many years. You can take your family. Let's fucking pack up and go. The Earth isn't going to be here much longer. Fuck it. Let's go. I mean, and granted, I probably would have died before, but hey, I'm getting on the ship. Let's go.
I'm agreeing, dude. I'm saying ride the ship. Yeah, even if let's say you make it, best case scenario, it's going to be hard starting over, right? But if the Earth's fucked, what's the point? Like, you might as well go and try to fucking like.
See, and I will say that was kind of that when that realization came to be that the Earth was no longer there, and he realized that was it his wife or his girlfriend?
His wife.
Girlfriend.
Was it a girl? Oh, yeah, yeah.
When he realized
We're talking
that,
about Ben Foster, right?
yeah,
I was
when he,
thinking that-
when he remembered that, oh shit, she didn't come with me. She
So
she stayed. She's gone.
She's gone.
Like,
Yeah.
like that realization for Bauer, like he could have had that moment to where, well, why the fuck am I doing this? Everything that I remembered that I wanted to be there is no longer there. And he could have just given up at that point. But then, you know, she stepped in and was like, no, like we're meant to survive. There's a reason for us fucking being here. Let's finish this shit. And like I said, I'd never seen this movie before. Didn't know anything about it. I didn't even watch the trailer for it. I just knew that one screenshot. And I enjoyed the hell out of this movie from the beginning to the end. There was a lot of whodunit in here also. I will say, like I told John in the chat, I called it 30 minutes in that the ship had already landed.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
I thought that too.
A few years late.
The movie came
It's all
out in
good.
2009.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking
I honestly
whatever.
didn't.
But I
pick
did
up
call
on
you
it.
out because you put it in the chat.
I
and I
put
was
it in
like,
the chat and I had to
"Steve,"
unsend
I was
it.
like, I don't know if the boys have watched it yet. Shh.
So I unsent it. But I knew I had already, I looked over at Mo and I said, I bet you the ship's already landed. Where? I don't know. But I love the fact that where it landed, they didn't know. It was underwater. And we didn't even know as the viewer that it was underwater until we see that marine life start swimming around. You're like, oh shit, they're on the planet already. How long have they fucking been there? Like, what the fuck is going on?
See, this is why I think you guys are going to really dig the movie Underwater when we get to that.
All right.
Very
I mean,
similar.
everybody told me, a lot of people have already told me I would really like that one, so I'm already excited to watch it. But you
yeah,
didn't know this was an underwater movie, right? Like,
No,
in all reality,
I had not an idea.
this is a fully framed out space movie.
Yep.
And you don't know that until the very end. And I don't know. I don't know if I would classify this as like a top tier, like A movie, but I would say this is like the top scaling B plus.
this, yeah,
I would agree with that.
and I would definitely categorize this as horror over sci-fi.
Really interesting. Okay,
I'm still in the middle with it, to be honest with you.
no,
I mean, it's kind of both. It's a good. I think
It's
a good
definitely
mix of
both, but I think it's more horror than sci-fi.
okay. No, that's good because I'm not gonna lie, rewatching it, I was like, ooh, I might have chose one that's not as heavy on the horror as I remember. Like the elements are there, right? And like Brody says, he could have went for more gore. I'm not going to disagree with you, Brody. I would have liked some more too. Because, you know, we had a lot of fast frames, a lot of fucking rapid camera. You saw some shit going down, but we didn't really get to like stay on it. You know, what I mean?
Judging from the poster and everything, where it shows like an arm with all the hoses and everything, I thought we were going to get body horror.
That's fair.
I thought the same too. Yeah.
If you, and I told Scuba this earlier, if you fucking watch the trailer for this movie and you know the game Dead Space, you think this is literally going to be fucking Dead Space, the movie.
I can see that.
And you're like, oh my fucking God, dude. The way they frame it, the way they set it up, and you're just like, oh. So I went in at first. I still really liked it the first time I watched it, but I was definitely thrown off the first like half hour or so of it. I'm like, I gotta get out of my head that this isn't Dead Space because like that's what I want, and it's not gonna give me that. So I'm not gonna, you know.
But I feel like the dark, the isolation, like the dark, creepy, empty corridors, the unknown, you know, the mutant monsters that you eventually find, you know, all the
ship under
dead body.
disrepair. Like,
Yeah, this is absolutely more horror than sci-fi.
No, okay, that's cool.
See, for me, I'm a little on the opposite end because it's dark and it's scary. I don't know. It's just the way they talked to me was a lot more sci-fi. So I got a little more sci-fi vibe from it, with the horror mixed in with it.
But I would argue that Alien is more horror than sci-fi too.
No, that I would completely agree. I mean, I think most people would, to a degree. When I say most,
yeah, that one feels like a really good flushing of both. Because it's like, dude, the fact that you got like the Android and shit in it, so it's like yeah, you got a scary guy, but he's also like a sci-fi robot. So
Well,
Yeah.
Alien is
You know what I mean?
is a top tier movie, regardless of
right.
whether
Yeah.
So like
regardless
that's why,
of how you categorize it. It's
that's
top.
why I say like this, I could not categorize this with like Alien or Aliens, right? That's why I
No.
say this is high level, top tier B movie, B
I
plus
would-
all the way. Maybe
I
A minus.
would put this alongside like Event Horizon.
You know what? It's funny. Brody said that earlier when I
Yeah.
made that comment yesterday, and yeah, no, 100%. That's
The only
sci-fi horror. It still fits that sci-fi horror niche, right?
yeah.
Exactly.
The only thing I hated, and I'm only saying it because I guess it's that late 2000s vibe. I get it; it's supposed to be claustrophobic, but if God damn it, it was just so like my screen was black most of it. I get what they're going for. I don't know. I just needed it to be just not a lot brighter, just a hair brighter. I don't know.
You
And
see,
that's just
I'm going to disagree. I'm going
you
to like
haven't
I
played
said,
that's fine. I
disagree.
still-
did you?
I
Huh?
disagree because if I feel like it gives you that claustrophobic feeling with the lighting, it gives you the
True.
fact that the reactor's going out, there's not power in the ship, so you're going into this, you're going into this place that the characters are going into, and you're seeing only what the characters see with their glow sticks or their little mini flashlights, whatever they have. And I just feel like it adds to the atmosphere that they were trying to create for the scenes, and I think it worked well. The only scene, like I said, that I thought the lighting was absolutely dog shit on was in the shipping container scene where with the red lights.
To which, you know what? I'll take what you said there. Reactors going down. Those are just security detail lights.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
I have them in my factory.
yeah.
Where they
Yep,
go
that's-
to a
That's
'cause
emergency generator backup.
It
Correct.
just-
So you
that
know
just
what?
looked
And
really
that-
weird.
I don't know. That I mean, because that's clearly like where people's living quarters are, right? Or something with those shipping containers. At
Well,
least
no,
they
no,
look
no. I know,
like.
but I'm saying like I guess like the contrast with the contrast on their faces and stuff on my TV, it just looked super saturated with those red lights. If it was a little softer, maybe it would have looked a little better. But like maybe it was just my TV settings were off or something. But that one scene in particular was the only scene that stuck out that looked really, really bad.
Well, so here's where I'm going to go with just lighting in general.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Even in claustrophobia, like I'm going to go to a little bit different category and go with like The Descent. That was meant to be dark, but it still had light where you could kind of get where they were. I don't know. I felt lost at points as we.
Yeah, but they also had
darkness.
flares.
True, but still he had lights in this, and those lights. I'm like, doesn't look like it was doing nothing for him. Regardless,
They're glow sticks, man. They were like literally for emergency situations.
You've
This is
gone
like-
through a haunt with a glow stick before, haven't you, Bobby?
I have, and it was fucking.
No, I actually
awesome.
haven't.
It's fucking
because I'm always
awesome, and it's
working on it.
scary as shit. I've
Dude,
done
it is-
investigations with just a glow stick, and you
it's-
can't see shit.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It literally will ruin haunted houses for you at that point because now you would want to deal with every haunted house in that situation.
Oh, for me,
It makes it
I could have used a hair lighter, and I'll stand by that regardless.
That's fine.
Turn your
I
damn
disagree
TV
with
up.
I'd say I would have probably just
What's
went with
up
my
all the
I would have
way?
just turned my brightness up. Like, all right.
But you know what? Like I told John, I said, in defense of the film, I watched it at night. We had the lights off. We had our theater lights on or whatever. But I'm sure you watched it in a well lit room.
Hey, Gene.
Gene,
What
what's
up,
going on,
Gene?
buddy?
Hey, Gene.
Go ahead.
That's all I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry. And Brody, by the way, I won't hate you, homie. I'm very excited to hear. Listen, I'm down for anybody's thing. I didn't know how this movie was going to take with the group. I figured it was going to be a 50-50 split either way, right? Like,
It's rare that we have films where we're so divided on things. So it's always a nice breath of fresh air when we can actually
And-
debate things on the films.
I think we can all agree that this film, above all, had really great writing, though. It had a really great
It
story.
did. It
Yes,
did.
I'll
I
agree with
loved
that.
the story. I was very just in. I like I said, I watched it. I didn't pick up my phone. I wasn't
Same.
worried about anything else, and the story kept me pulled in. The characters kept me pulled in. The creature design was fucking awesome.
It
I
was.
thought they
Yeah, they
moved
did really
really
good with
cool. Like John said earlier when we were talking, there was CGI, but only where it needed to be.
Mhm.
It wasn't filtered with
overly
it,
CGI'd. The character, and I can't even say how horrifying, with as minimal effects that they did on these humanoid creatures, because there's not a lot that they did. They just kind of made them look lankier and gave them, little prosthetics here and there, but they were terrifying. That little kid,
Yeah.
the little kid one,
Oh
fuck
my
the little
God.
kid from Species. This little kid was fucking terrifying, man.
And he should have killed him when he had the
See,
fucking chance.
right? No,
Oh
and it
my
was
God.
that guy got hosed because he had second thoughts. He should
He's
have
fucking
never.
second
Yes.
thoughts. Fuck that. But what
Well,
it
not only that,
reminded me
Nadia looked at
of,
him and said, "It's a child," and it's like, no,
it's
kill
a
it.
demon. It's a demon. Kill it. Fuck
There's
it.
a demon child.
So what it reminded me of is, because I do the paranormal stuff, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the black-eyed children.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's what it reminded me of. It reminded
get
me
it.
of a black-eyed child. Fuck that. I would have killed the little fucker.
No, that
I would have
mean,
tried. I
dude,
would have tried, because
it-
apparently these things evolved to the point to where one little stab ain't gonna fucking cut it. You gotta beat these motherfuckers.
Dude, the one literally got chopped right in the fucking head and just
and it
brushed it
didn't
off.
die.
He
Yeah,
chopped his arm off. You still had to beat the shit out of it too.
So, and I maybe you guys can't answer this, can't, whatever, either way. Do these guys kind of remind you of, like, and I think, was it the Reavers or the Ravagers from, oh my God.
From Firefly?
Yeah. Like, what the hell was that? What was that group called? The
Reavers.
Reavers. Okay. Yeah, no, just that kind of vibe. Like humans that got evolved or de-evolved, however you want to look at it, and just became like these cannibalistic hunters.
Okay, so I did like that because, these weren't just, it wasn't like a virus or something, but apparently when these people got sent into space, they were all injected with something that was supposed to speed up their evolution to adapt to the planet that they were going to. And then these people woke up. They were released by somebody that we'll get into that later so they, instead of learning to adapt to the planet, they adapted to life on the spaceship, which turned them into some kind of cannibalistic mutants.
Yeah, through generations though, and because that's the
Yeah.
thing, we don't know how long. I mean,
We
we know
do.
that it's been 900. It's almost been 1,000 years.
Yeah.
But
At the end.
through the generations, because the first ones that were locked up, they were human,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but then they had to resort to cannibalism. So the next generation was a little bit more fucked up, and a little bit more fucked up, and a little bit more fucked up, and it just kept to the point where they were evolving but de-evolving at the same time. So you get these creatures that are very much human, but very much on the fucked up side.
So their coloring was kind of, and it was also with the lighting, but they came off blue in a lot of scenes, even though I think they're more like palish.
Well,
Yeah,
that,
Like
could,
gray,
that could be
white.
because there's no sunlight to adapt to get.
Right. Well, no, which is cool
Get
because then
melanin in
it,
skin.
it kind of takes, like what Bob mentioned, the Descent earlier.
Yeah, they'd be a
Kind of
lot like
that
those
vibe.
things.
But I also thought it was funny at first because when I thought they were blue, and I was like, man, when did Cameron's Avatar come out? Because I'm like, this would be kind of a funny spin on Avatar of just like, yeah, we got to do.
I
Blue
want to
Gear.
say Avatar came out after this.
Oh yeah, it was
Avatar
Was
came
it?
out, yeah, because me and my wife we got together in 2008, and I think it came out the year after, so it would have been the end of 2009, maybe even 2010. I don't remember exactly, but this
So
predates
that's
Avatar
close.
by
Okay.
at least a
Sounds
few
about
months.
right.
Okay.
Well, plus they also had all of them had, or not all of them, they had the blue lights with them too. Which
Yeah,
also
I mean,
kinda
it was
gave them
all-
that little bit of shade.
Which was cool because it was all torches. So it wasn't
Yeah.
just lights, it was their lights and their weapons, which is
Mhm.
fucking dope.
My favorite part with them though was when he's crawling on top of them. Oh, I was waiting for one of them.
Fuck
to just
that
snatch
scene,
him.
dude.
One of them
That
waiting
scene
to
was giving
snatch
me the
him up.
heebie-jeebies, bro.
Oh no, I was just like, oh my god, please don't, like, I'm like, where are you putting your hands? How that pit looks like it goes far down. Where are you putting them? Oh,
Bro.
that bothered me.
That pit stinks.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
That pit fucking stinks, dude.
I love how he covers himself up in that shit. Oh my god.
But that whole area had to just smell so fucking rancid.
no, as bad as that would
The
have
poop
smelled,
water, dude.
that smells 10 times worse.
That shit goes up your nose and it ain't coming out right away.
That
No.
nasty ass butt soup that they had to hide in smelled 10,000 times worse.
Oh, and
It was,
you know, a splash of it got in someone's mouth.
Oh yeah, they
It got in their eyes, bro. Like
They got everywhere.
we don't see what happened after this. It could have pulled a whole Oregon trail and they died of dysentery.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm not gonna lie, in my fucked up head, we're gonna jump around here a little bit, obviously. But like at the very end, when they get fucking launched, and that's like, we get a happy ending, which is like, oh, cool, they're on the plane. My fucked up head is like, yo, man, how fucking deep down were they? Because like if they didn't depressurize
Yeah,
at all, they would have
thought
just
the same shit.
fucking
I don't think they
Yeah.
were very deep because there was a large part of the spaceship sticking out of the water.
yeah, but that's
That's
spaceship.
true.
But okay, let's go with the original number of what you said of like
60,000.
65,000. Yeah, that's
That's a big
that
shit.
would have to be a huge
is,
fucking
yeah.
ship, right? So, right, I don't know how to take that. And also, the
Okay,
other
but wait.
fucking-
They were at the bridge of the ship. If you watch at the beginning of the movie, the
That's
bridge
true,
of the
the
ship
bridge would
is
be
at
the
the
high-
that's the highest point on the rear of the ship.
So the other thought is when we see the other ship, when that lieutenant, or I'm sorry, when that captain gets Pandorum, and he blows all the life locks out, right? Those life locks go from like all around the ship. So when this dude did it on this ship and it's laying on the ground, did a bunch of people just get launched into the bottom of the fucking ocean?
Well, he didn't shoot him out. The ship shot him out
Ship was
automatically. So
Right,
probably,
but I'm saying,
yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. Like if they're still all like that,
yeah, there's
around the ship.
possibly people that didn't fucking make it out because of the way that the ship was landing. So those
Yeah.
that were at the bottom, unless the angle that the ship was at, it still was able to, because
They
we
just
don't know.
ricochet. Bing.
Yeah, we don't know
It might have.
exactly. And we don't know if the ships were the same design or anything. So it could have been in a different part, maybe more towards the middle of the ship to where it wasn't exactly on the, the bottom
Yeah.
of the ocean or whatever. But what gets me about that scene is, how the fuck are they going to get to the beach? How the fuck are they going to get to land?
Well, they weren't that far away.
No, I mean, I feel like
Now here's
Yeah.
what I want to know. Of the 1,000 or so survivors that there are, what are the odds that not a single one of them knows how to survive in the wild, and they're all just like low level workers and families and like janitors and shit? that
Well,
don't
yeah,
know
they're
how to
just
build a
regular
house?
people.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
just
that's-
regular fucking people.
yeah.
And here's my thing is, you're gonna have to go back to the ship,
oh yeah, you're gonna go
Yeah.
get tech.
because your Noah's Ark is on the ship. Everything that you need to survive is on the fucking ship.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, not all of those creatures died.
Oh, I guarantee almost none of them died because they have that special thing that gene that's supposed to help them adapt to
Yeah.
evolve.
But who's
So-
to say? Who's to say? Also, if you didn't hop in, maybe some lifeboats like they did. That was always my thought. I was like, dude, who's to say? A couple.
Yeah, but
just
I don't
But
know
their
that-
evolution could have been sped up by whatever's inside them, and they might be able to adapt to that really quickly.
I mean, you
That's
just wrote
robotic.
you just wrote for the sequel right there, right? Now they
This,
gotta go
this
return
actually
to
was
the ship.
supposed to have a trilogy.
trilogy.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I will say that the injections that they were getting when they came out of stasis, they were automatically supposed to evolve to the surroundings. That was part of the medication or whatever the fuck it was that they were getting.
So is
when
that why
they
he
made it to
was
the
peeling
planet?
skin and shit?
Yeah. So when they
Okay.
made it to the planet itself and they came out of the pods, they were going to be able to adapt to whatever their surroundings were. So it's kind of like a automatic evolution to whatever is going to surround. So they'd be okay, but still, you need all the fucking animal shit that you have.
Okay, so let me get to that because they had genetic information on all the animals on Earth, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're going to
Animals,
repopulate it as they would have
plants,
Earth.
everything. Yeah.
And I was watching, and my first thought was, okay, that seems all well and good, but this plant already has its own life forms. It has
Yeah,
flora.
what do you
it has
do? Yeah.
it has flora, so it has to have fauna. Those plants aren't going to, they're not going to germinate themselves. So there has to be at the very least insect life. And if there's insect life, there's something preying on the insect life, and there's something preying on that, and so forth up the food chain.
Right, dude. That's not. I'm down to eat some alien steaks. Fuck it, let's go. Right. Like,
But if you
hey.
introduce Earth animals into this environment, what's
But
going to
I
happen?
think that's the whole. But I
You
think
would-
that's
what would
the
you
whole
get at
key
it,
to this.
too?
That's the whole key to this. We don't care. We're a fucking virus. Humanity is a fucking virus in itself. So we don't give a fuck about the new planet. We're gonna go build the new planet for ourselves. We don't care about what's already there. We
But we
just know
see-
that we can go and fucking live there.
And we even see that there's
repopulate.
life forms there because you see the ocean. There's these giant
Right.
what
And he's-
whales and jellyfish type things and shit.
And he's not wrong because think
Avatar
about it.
too.
And he's not wrong because think about just in general, outside of it, any alien movie, an alien comes here, it's going to do what it fucking needs to do to survive. It don't care about what you're going to do. So he's not wrong. Yeah, that would happen in a heartbeat. We would do the same
But I mean,
thing.
think of the fucking gnarly animals that are on there. And how are you going to defend yourself now that we don't have any?
Why I
of
want a
that
second
stuff?
one, because a second one would have to go to like straight up ooga booga fucking survival, right?
Yeah.
The
And I'm-
second one- the second one opens and there's only like 200 people left.
I'm telling you, they would have
Jesus.
to. They would
They could
have
have-
to go back to the ship and start hauling shit.
They'd look for
Off the ship.
weapons, medicine,
Medicine
things like
first,
that. Yep.
Medicine, food,
And so
weapons.
that in itself is a whole fucked up sequel, which I would fucking love to see.
That'd be great.
Yeah, because
to
now
see.
you got straight up underwater horror because you already know the precedent for it.
But
Yeah.
I mean, even with the ship, with the way that the ship's sticking out of the water, you could potentially get into the ship,
Yeah,
at that level and work
But-
your way down,
you
hoping
know
that
there's
it didn't flood.
you know there's going to be that moment where they're going to be like, all right, we got to go in this corridor. Well, the other one's up, the floodgates are blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to have that situation.
Yeah.
And yeah, they couldn't have flooded the entire ship because the pressurized doors,
Right.
they'd seal themselves in the event of a hull breach. So that would happen.
And I mean, it's been
Yeah.
good for almost 1,000 fucking years underwater. So
Yeah, and then the reactor's
That
still
you
going.
never
so
knew.
Everything's good. Everything's good on the ship because the reactor is still going. Everything is still alive for all intents and purposes of the shit that they need.
For the most part.
What's up, Mason? What's up, Phil? How you guys doing? Thank you for joining.
Howdy, guys.
Hello.
No, it's cool. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this movie, man. Like I said, I wasn't sure how it would be
Charlie.
taken, so
Charlie.
how you doing? She's like, I'm
Aw.
good and I'm tired.
She's about to go to dinner with mommy.
Ooh.
Not so sweet.
Get them
What's
chicken
going on,
tendies.
Phil? We got Phil in the chat and Mason in the chat as well. What's up, guys?
To answer your question, Mason, we're talking about Pandorum.
Yes. It's
Noah's Ark.
I mean it's space.
It was.
Noah's Ark.
She called it Noah's Ark. By
Yeah,
the
it
way,
is.
Can we talk about the girl?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah.
Hot as hell.
How dirty hot she was.
I figured we would have got that to most attractive character. I feel like
Okay.
that would have taken, but no, by all means, dude, she was a fox, like
she
for sure.
was. Like the more I saw, I was like, damn, I'm really liking this girl.
It's something about that 2000s dirty hot, bro. I
I
don't
do-
know what
dude.
it is.
And the pictures that I sent though, do you understand what I meant? Why like her titties like defy gravity, like they're like up here.
See,
in Turkey.
You said when they defy gravity, and I almost slipped up, and I was like, well, yeah, but they're not in space. Nope. I was like,
Uh-huh.
that's why.
It's the buoyancy underwater. That's why.
That's right. That's fucking A, dude.
They were definitely
Yeah.
nice flotation devices.
No, man, she was stone cold for sure. No, I don't know, man. Like I said, I think this was a fun movie. I actually watched
I
this on
enjoyed
the
it.
whim of a friend, Mr. Joseph Day, who pops in our chat every once in a while.
Oh,
I remember back in the day, he told me, he's like, yo, watch this fucking cool space movie. It's got some like horror shit in it. Remember Jen and I watched it. Fucking I liked it and never watched it again after the fact. Like I just remembered it and I was just like, yeah, it was a solid fucking movie, dude.
And now I can't, but now I got to look at it differently because I'm like, space movie. But we're not in space. Which still
Yeah,
messes
but there's
with me.
cool-
Which still
it-
messes with me right now.
Okay, so and this is another thing, right? So I started watching it again while working on audio episodes earlier today, and there's shit if you watch it, and maybe if you didn't catch it in the beginning, but there is shit that is right there, and it's like, oh wow, dude, they just literally like smack you right in the face with the fucking answer right in the beginning.
Yeah.
If you pay attention.
And like
But-
I told
But
you,
if you've not, you know,
I saw it. I saw him there on the bridge, but I didn't think anything of it because I thought they were in a different cycle. So
which they were.
with the cycles being all fucked up and everything, I was just like, oh, cool. And then when it came out that it's him, I was like, oh shit. And I kind of called it, but I not
Unfortunately,
fully.
I knew ahead of time
Did you?
doing
I
the show
didn't.
notes. Doing the show notes,
Oh,
I
that
figured
sucks.
it out.
I honestly had
And
no
I knew
idea
for
the whole time.
sure. I knew for sure when his the younger one called him corporal instead of lieutenant.
Ooh, good call. Good catch.
He did it
Okay.
twice.
That being said, were you still cool with or okay with like the ultimate, like when they finally do the hey everybody, if you haven't caught on, here we go, where they did like the melding of the tattoos into itself and stuff. I don't know. I still thought that was still a cool
That was pretty cool.
like
I
way
love
to
that.
show
Yeah.
it and everything, and like a melding of the two minds, whatever.
Well,
Exactly.
That I started thinking about it when his nose was bleeding, because Dennis Quaid's nose bled like a few scenes before that. So then I was like, hey, wait a minute, why is your nose bleeding? Wait a minute, these aren't two different people.
I still like how they set it up though, with like that kid crawling, like, well, his younger version of himself, whatever, crawling out, just like how Ben Foster kind of did in that one scene. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, if you haven't put two and two together at that point, which hopefully you hadn't, you just assume it's just another escapee. And I feel like I don't know, it pointed it out, or it planned it out pretty well for that. So
Yeah, agree with that.
all right, well, I mean, you guys have said a lot of positive things, and we've had a little disagreements, and that's awesome. But I feel like we're all waiting to hear Brody's review, and Brody has apologized a few times already. To which I'm gonna say, Brody, if you shit on this movie, that's cool, man. That is your take. I'm still eager to hear it.
Yeah, we don't all love the
Because-
same things.
No, and I like I said, I didn't know how any of y'all were gonna take it, dude. After rewatching it myself, I was just like, this could go either way. So let me load up here the Doppelganger King of Banga.
Yes, let's hear what the Roadster has to say.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Starring the Kangabanga from the land down under. Snip, fucking snip, cunt. Howdy folks, it's your Kangabanga back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Pandorum. Pandorum, this was my first viewing. I'd only heard about this movie, and it was on my watch list, I think, mainly for the fact Ben Foster's in this film, just to see what it was all about. So after watching it tonight, I definitely have some mixed feelings about this film, mainly 50-50. I'll definitely give you my positives and negatives about this film. First of all, I'll start with the negatives. I'll just quickly add that I fell asleep twice watching this movie.
Okay.
Mainly for the fact of the runtime of the movie. Now, normally I would say the runtime for a movie like this, I
What the fuck was
probably
that?
would say is fair. But when it's a film that's really trying to stretch it out, long, boring fucking scenes that should have been cut back or not even been put in there at all, it definitely adds to that length in the runtime, which really just dwells into slow burn territory for me. And obviously ADHD kicks in and I just pass the fuck out, and that happened twice. And I got to say as well, adding on top of that runtime to be stretched out even further was just the plot that had so much going for it, and it was stretching out even further and further and further to the point where we're getting characters introduced into this film about an hour in. I'm like, fuck me, we should have had this already done in the first half an hour. There's just so much going on in different directions. Some of the plot that I just couldn't understand at times, mainly probably for the fact that I'd fell asleep through some of it, but I did go back and watch those scenes I fell asleep through, but I still couldn't put some of the layers together throughout this storytelling. I just think it's a handful of really good ideas sort of muddled up into one ball and sort of mushed together. But yeah, it's just way too much of a slow burn for me. I think I even messaged Chad and said, fuck me, Chad, this movie is just fucking slow.
That's crazy, because, dude, I hate
And look, I'm
slow
not here to
burns, and I don't
shit
feel
on
like
the
that
film.
at
I'm
all.
obviously just giving you my negatives and positives, which I'll move on to right now. My positives with this film. Production design of this movie looked fucking incredible. Like, it actually looked like it could have been a part of the Alien franchise to a degree. Like, it's got really good aesthetic about it. like it looks like there's been a lot of money pumped into this film. Like it looks really good throughout the cinematography, especially through the lighting and shadow play of certain scenes. It's like, holy fuck, they've gone all out, but the story in itself is just fucking like cut shit out of this fucking film. Creature designs in this movie I thought were actually pretty cool once you understand their backstory. You know, that you can definitely see the humanoid value of like how they've transformed over these years, just being cannibalistic dwellers on this fucking shit sort of thing. And I actually really enjoyed that part of it. And it's like they're fucking hard to like defeat too. So there's a little bit of like body horror happening throughout that side of things as well, which I really
Got an eyeball
enjoy.
scene too.
So that was really cool to see. And obviously the meaning of the word Pandorum, and you get to see that play out in a little bit of a scene with Dennis Quaid. There's like a twist and it sort of explains the word Pandorum, which I could kind of see coming to a degree, but at the same time when they reveal it, it's like, oh, that's actually still pretty cool, you know? So yeah, I mean, I mentioned the cinematography and the lighting, enjoyed all that shit. And also, I guess it doesn't help that I've still got my nostalgia glasses on for the fact that, you know, Event Horizon in space, you got Paul W.S. Anderson's a part of that film and this film as well. So you can sort of see that playing it. And I think I just expected a little bit of that into this, where this film sort of plays it a little bit safe with some of the violence compared to that movie, because that movie's fucking full on. And I don't want to compare the pair, but obviously when you have that connection of Paul W.S. Anderson, or P, whatever the fuck his name is, involved in this, I guess I expected a lot more. And like, I know I mentioned about the characters, but the actors that are in this movie are actually, you know, doing a very good job throughout their performance. I mean, Ben Foster's fucking incredible. He's one of my favourite actors. Dennis Quaid, he's no fucking slouch. He's definitely up there as one of the A-listers. I mean, look at him in The Substance, incredible fucking role that he plays in that. So, you know, pretty damn decent cast. I mean, Norman Reedus pops up in this. I kind of feel like he's a bit of a wasted character to a degree. He's been such a incredible actor. But all in all, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm probably never going to fucking watch this movie again. I think I just, like I said, expected a little bit more. Well, sorry, a little bit less in the runtime, more violence, and sadly not the case here. But with my Gore and More score, I'm going to go straight down the middle and give it a 2.5. Like I said, not necessarily a fucking shit film, but it wasn't really all that good either for me personally. I do apologise. But yeah, so this is your Kangabanger signing out, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about the film, and I'll catch you mother lickers.
Thank you, Brody. That is a 2.5.
Thank you for that, brother.
The DKB. Listen, I appreciate your honesty, and I thank you. I get it, man.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say that like the sci-fi genre is not one of Brody's favorite.
That's what I was kind of wondering myself, and that's fine. Maybe not. You know what I mean? Like, and that is what it is. I just know. I think it's funny that you thought like for this is a slow burn for Brody, right? But then there's other movies that I know Brody's talked about where I've tried to watch, and I'm like, bro, that's like watching the Golf Channel for me, dude. There's like, I can't fucking, no way.
So
and
go ahead.
No, that's pretty much what I gotta say on that.
So I just want to touch on one of the points that he said, where he's, you know, that we were getting introduced to a character like late within the movie or whatever. I didn't mind that when we got the Doc or whatever the hell his name was, that one crazy dude that was trying to
talking about the other cannibal guy, right?
Yeah. So I didn't mind him coming in so late, mainly because this ship is supposed to be huge. Not just that, we don't know how many survivors are out on the ship anyway. So I was okay with him being introduced as late as he was introduced. I mean, and he really wasn't a huge help. I mean, he was, because we got the backstory of what the fuck happened and what was going on and how the ship got to this state. So I didn't mind him coming in as late as he did, and then we find out that he knew the what's his name, Dennis Quaid's character, that he knew
Gallo,
him.
right? Gallo.
Yeah, he knew Gallo, and fucking he's like, hey, I just ran into the Boy Scout, whatever. Then boom, right into the fucking eye.
Oh, we should have known he was evil just by the last name Gallo.
Oh,
no.
Just kidding, Joe. If you're listening, we love you, buddy.
Absolutely. Well, and I guess I understand from Brody's perspective, because there's definitely movies where I've watched, and like 45 minutes, an hour in, a character gets introduced, and it's like, you really didn't need it here. This is the one of the few times where I'm like, no,
I was okay with it.
It fits. It worked for what it needed to be. 100%. But I can see where there's other times where it doesn't. So that can see that.
Well, like we compare this to Dead Space. I look at it like video game logic. You're always going to run into some other fucker farther down the line that just happens to either be stuck there or that, you know what I mean? Like,
true too.
So yeah,
He's
I don't
gonna
know.
help you or hurt you.
And I don't know. I still like the character dynamic of having somebody that speaks a completely different language, and neither of them understand each other, but they still have that common goal.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like they don't understand, but they go like this. That's bad. Kill.
But I like once they kind of like figure out that they work together, the Korean dude just goes, or Vietnamese, sorry, was it
Vietnamese? Yeah,
like he just won't shut the fuck up after the fact. Like that dude can understand any of it whatsoever.
Yeah. A full-on fucking conversation without fucking understanding each other, and I love that.
Yeah,
You know,
no, it's hilarious.
like when they're walking up to that door, and he's like, "Yeah, I know how you feel, man. She hurt me too."
Yeah, right.
It's like going to a concert in another country. You're like, I don't understand what you're saying, but we're here for this, right? Okay.
It's how I felt when I started my Red Note account. I had no idea what the fuck was going on, but I made friends.
There you go. Fair enough. No, that, you know what, Brody, that's fine. It's it's hit or miss, and you enjoyed some of it, right? So that's all that matters. You get some positive out of it.
Hey,
if anything else, if there's anything else to discuss, I should say, go right ahead. If not, I'm going to say, Chad Daddy, you can take the reins, buddy.
I want to hear what he's got, because considering this was supposed to be a trilogy at one point.
that, like I said, that's actually the very first thing. Is Pandorum is the first film in a proposed trilogy, but it's doubtful the sequels will ever see the light of day due to the first film's low box office performance. Now, let me see down here further on. There are. Where is that? I know there's people that are trying.
Say, is this going to be a Gordmore mission?
There are people.
Pandorum Hunter.
It could be, but there are. I'll get to it later because I know it's in here somewhere. But there are people. It does have like a big underground following now, and the people are trying to get the sequels made, and the director and the writer are on board trying to again with this group.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You don't have anything on like what the sequels were supposed to be, do you? Or you just okay? I figured I'd ask.
It would have to be very different.
I was gonna say, are we going Terminator logic or like Aliens, where it's like horror first one, and then it's gonna be just straight up like action, almost the second one? Maybe like a little bit.
I don't know, but that'd be pretty cool.
We could see that, yeah.
I don't know. I'm picturing like giant dinosaurs. And shit.
You know what? We didn't touch on the fact that after this, after the Elysium launched and all these people left, that the Earth literally just fucking blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they left that out.
So, like, did it blow up?
They don't know.
Like, right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, let's speculate. Like, why did it blow up? Did nukes go off?
They didn't know.
Like the core fucking just decide.
Like I said, they just didn't know. Was it nukes? Did an asteroid hit it? They don't know.
Yeah.
They just know at some point they got their last transmission from Earth.
But the thing is, like, I thought they already knew that Earth was fucked. Or they
you know what?
But that was just more like because things are, finite. Right?
Do we know that
so
for
like,
sure, or are we just speculating because they slept a lot longer than they thought they did?
No, I thought I thought when he was like thinking about even signing up, remember, like even as a kid, like watching it and stuff, like I thought they were pushing that because they knew. They said like they knew the resources and everything were getting limited and all this.
But here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing. Gallo was the only crew member alive that got that last transmission. Supposed last transmission. Who's to say his Pandorum didn't kick in? He fucking killed everybody and just made up that fucking story and that transmission.
Because that crazy dude all played the transmission back for them.
But what if Gallo recorded that himself?
Yeah, but remember, Gallo was that's literally in the beginning. We don't know Earth is getting blown up at that point. We just think they're saying they're like bon voyage to the ship. But that's like him and his whole commander and everything. They're all hearing that shit. And it was like right after that, because that's when he said the commander went, or like they all went nuts, right?
But what I'm saying is that he's saying they did the scan and Earth wasn't there anymore. But we're taking his word for it.
Fair.
So we don't know if it's there or not.
Hey, who's to even say they're on another
See,
planet?
I thought that's why he's. I
Now that
thought
you're
that's
saying
why
that.
he cracked though.
Alien fucking life forms in the water, Bobby.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm just saying, dude.
You never
Who's
know,
gonna
they
be
could hate them.
who's gonna be Jay in this situation?
And
Be like,
fucking
yo,
alien.
Yeah, there goes homeboy. Fucking
Homeboy,
alien
fucking
once.
Martian.
But I mean, no, it could go that way. I took it as like I thought that happened, and that's what led to him getting Pandorum is because he snapped. Because there is no return point, even though there never was supposed to be. But some people just they don't think that far ahead. So
I thought it would have been an interesting twist if they ended up back on Earth,
oh, that would have been
and
fucked.
then the mission was just completely.
That would have been fucked.
That's what I said. I'm like, who's to say?
Well, we know they didn't because we saw the aliens in the ocean.
I mean, I just figured even still, like you're if you're out there for almost 1,000 years, it doesn't matter even if Earth is there or not, right? Everybody and loved and everything else is all fucking gone and dead, even if the Earth is still alive.
And it's the planet of the apes.
But that's what I'm saying is we're solely going on what Gallo said, and maybe that transmission that they got wasn't that the Earth was gonna that was gone or whatever the fuck, and it was a farewell message like they said it was gonna be, and then because his Pandorum kicked in, he went off fucking crazy and just interpreted it that way and decided I'm gonna be the god of this new ship. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do, and nobody can stop me.
Which we never even talked about who put him back in the fucking cryogen thing.
He put himself back.
He put himself.
I wouldn't think you'd be able to do that with the way you like hooked all up and shit. But maybe, I don't know.
That shit's messing with his head, bro. Literally.
Yeah. All right. Well, Chad Daddy, back to you, buddy.
The movie was originally planned to be shot on video as a low-budget feature for $200,000 in an abandoned paper mill with unknown actors until Impact Pictures read the script and showed interest. Writer Travis Malloy never thought it would be considered as a studio production because of its dark tone.
Interesting. That sucks that it bombed.
Yeah, I really wish it would have been a huge success.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
This came out in September of 2009. What else was out around then that would have competed?
I will look that up. Well, you continue.
So continuing on, Ben Foster insisted on eating live insects instead of using special effects or dead ones.
I looked over at Mel and I said, nope, I'd fucking starve. I'd be fucking dead. There ain't no fucking way I'm eating bugs.
You are a liar. If that hot, dirty chick was like, eat my bugs, Steve, you'd be like, all right.
Oh, I would eat her bugs,
Eat
but
my
I'm
bugs.
not eating that grasshopper.
I would.
Oh.
That's all we got. Give it over.
It's either that or people.
I'll take the bugs.
Yeah, right.
I'll
Yeah,
take the
right.
bugs.
I think I'm
Get
going
back to my tank.
You know
Wait,
what? 'Cause listen, I like crunch. I like my Doritos. I feel like that'd be way closer to that than,
Hey, you sprinkle some cheese on that shit. Hey, you're good.
Bro, yeah. What if you had some nacho cheese still, man? Like dehydrated nacho cheese. You found that
Dude,
shit?
you can make it work.
Almost 1,000-year-old nacho cheese.
I'd eat it.
Hey, if that's
eat
the
it.
least of your worries, you know something? I'm okay with that.
Okay, so all right. The first one completely makes sense. Dark Knight was also released in September 2009.
See, I thought that.
Okay.
The Hangover. So now you got a big comedy.
Yeah.
Hurt Locker. Not mine, but I know it was a big one. Yeah. Avatar was December 2009. So you said a couple months
Wait a
after
minute,
the
Dark
fact.
Knight. That had been the Dark Knight Rises in 2009. That couldn't have been the Dark Knight.
Yeah, because that would have been, I don't know, it just says the Dark. That's just the fucking overview on Google.
The Dark Knight came out before I met my wife.
Well, Batman Begins is what, 05?
Yeah.
So then Dark Knight would have been 07. So yeah, this probably would have been Dark Knight Rises. You're probably
It
right.
has to be.
Yep. Okay. Anyways, what else we got, Chad, today?
Andre Henneke, who plays the lead hunter, can be seen without the monster makeup. He plays the commanding officer of young Gallo in the opening scene.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so
Oh.
here's what I was getting at. The movie has gained a cult following over the years. Fans have created a group on Facebook called Fans for a Pandorum Sequel. We need to get in on that. In hopes of starting the franchise, director Christian Albert and writer Travis Malloy have joined the group to show their support for the sequel.
So here's the domestic box office for September 09. And this Pandorum hit number 23. So, you know, not terrible out of like all the movies that were out, but just going through, and I can't really number one, but at the same time, I love the movie. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
It's a kids' movie, yeah.
I know that makes sense.
I shared the
but-
group to our group chat, by the way.
But you also have District 9 out. Great sci-fi movie. Halloween 2. So I definitely was in the theaters watching that at that time instead.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just joined the chat, Daddy.
Same.
So did I.
Wait, what's going on?
Dude,
I
joined
sent
the
the
Fans for Pandorum
Fans
sequel.
for Pandorum sequel. I just sent it to
Oh.
the group.
All right,
It's
we'll
got
do that.
5,000 members. That's not bad.
Let's fucking go. Jennifer's Body was out. Fucking Pandorum beat Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Fucking A. Let's go.
Yeah, but that was probably out for a couple months.
Probably. Whatever. No, I know. That should be at the top of the
So was that right? Was it The Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, where was it? I don't even see it on this list. I'm thinking Google AI doesn't know what the fuck it's talking about.
Oh, you're trusting a Google AI.
I just told you I just did a quick search, dude. That wasn't
Okay, so the name of the ship Elysium means a place or state of perfect happiness. In Greek mythology, the preferred heroes of the gods were transported to Elysium, their final resting place at the ends of the earth. This is a figurative interpretation of the journey to Tanis, the Earth-like planet considered to be paradise for the chosen. I know it's supposed to be pronounced Tanis. I say Tanis.
Is that what Tanis? Tanis?
Tanis, yeah.
More like knob cheese.
Travis Malloy wrote a preliminary script which was set on a prison ship. The characters Nadia and Mon were inmates. Bauer was a non-prisoner who didn't trust anyone. The producers gave the script to director Christian Albert, who was shocked by the similarities to his own screenplay titled Nowhere. His dramatic story was about 4 astronauts aboard a settler's ship who suffer from amnesia. Albert decided they should weld the 2 screenplays together, and the producers and Malloy agreed.
So that's like that other Dead Space movie or game. It just came out a couple years ago. What the fuck was that called? Where it was like all about like a prisoner like shuttle or some shit. What the fuck is that? Anyways, don't mind me being dumb over here.
Nah, it's fine. Norman Reedus asked for a role in the movie, for he wanted to work with Christian Albert again. They previously worked together on Antibodies in 2005.
Nice.
Can't say I've ever seen it.
Nope. Never heard of it till now.
Pandorum supposedly refers to orbital dysfunctional syndrome. It's a psychotic break which takes place amongst ship's captains when they become convinced a mission is cursed, essentially a descent into madness brought on by the pressures of life in space, impinging on an individual's sense of paranoia. This is a completely fictional condition. You know what it is? Space madness.
Dude, I fucking said the same thing while watching it. I was like, bro, if he eats a bar of soap, it's on.
And calls it his beloved ice cream bar.
My beloved ice cream bar.
So while it is based on a fictitious thing, there is something that astronauts experience when they're in space for too long, where I guess Earth emits some kind of vibration, and when you're in space, you lack that vibration, and it causes you to like get jittery and jumpy and shit. I mean, it doesn't cause you to go like crazy or anything, but your body definitely feels the need to be on land. I forget what it's called.
I wonder if it's mostly because, you're used to feeling the effects of gravity.
Maybe. Oh, they said it's the heartbeat of the earth that our bodies crave.
Okay, tree huggers. This was shot at Germany's Studio Babelsberg and in an abandoned power plant in Berlin.
Babelsberg. All right.
Nadia, Mon, and Leland are never referred to by name during the film.
Yeah, they never say her name.
Mm-mm.
Don't need it.
Hottie
Yep.
with the body.
There's not
Body
too
with the
many
body.
people running around on this ship that aren't trying to eat you or kill you in some way or form.
You know, my brain always goes to stupid places when I'm watching movies, you know. And so my brain went to a thought last night. I'm like, man, she's hot. One, I bet she smells. But what do they do about womanly monthly time in space?
I mean,
Let it fruit.
I don't know, man. I would
I'm
assume
sure
they had some
there's-
different technology because they got cool laser shavers, you know. So.
Right, that was pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure there's something there.
They have
They wouldn't
cups,
just not have it.
diva cups in space.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because you got to remember, they planned for these people to be awake for periods of time too.
Yeah, like I want to know like how many revolutions of people they have. Because Foster was supposed to be on the 5th. So
Yeah, and how many years were they supposed to be awake?
2.
2 years.
2 years, they did say that? Okay, because I missed that as well. Okay.
Yeah, I totally missed it.
That's how we figured they were at least 10 years into their flight.
So 2 years, and we know for sure there was at least 6 teams.
Yes, because
yes.
Norman Reedus was
Yeah.
supposed to be the shift after him.
Yep.
So what is that divided by what the it was supposed to take 125 years?
Roughly.
I think it was 125.
That sounds right.
But you can't go by anything like that because we don't know how many shift rotations they were supposed to do.
Right. Well, if it was every 2 years, but then so you got what?
I suck at math, so I'm not even going to try.
Like I said, you can't get. There could be 6 shifts. There could be 26 shifts. There could be 56 shifts. We don't know.
Right. There could also be other like, up to, or is that what you're talking about? Like 6? We ended at 6, but there could be more after that.
Right.
Yeah, of like crews of people. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. What else we got, homies?
The child hunter is played by Asia Luna Momond, daughter of the director Christian Alvart. What a weird ass fucking name.
Yeah, I'm happy you were saying it because I would have been like, I'm not doing that.
Hey, you know what? She played a creepy little kid.
Yep.
She did.
So we need to find out about this because this might make Brody happy. The director and producer commentaries on the DVD indicate that an unrated version of the movie exists, but has not been released.
Well, what the fuck?
Ooh. I want to know now what's unrated.
I bet we got more gore in it.
It
I
has
can
to
almost
be.
guarantee.
What's that?
I can almost guarantee.
Yeah, I mean, or at least like maybe more close-ups on it or something. Who knows?
Maybe
we
some
get some
space titties.
boobies.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, or you get some like weird alien.
It'd probably
sex-
be mutant titties. It probably wouldn't.
I was
be
gonna say that's probably what
pretty
you're
hottie.
gonna get.
I want
You're definitely
German.
getting. I was thinking you're getting a weird alien pit orgy at some point or something. Like that.
Oh.
No
While-
doubt. I thought that's
While
what we were
he's
going to
in
get.
the pit, while he's in the pit.
That's what you thought was happening.
I thought that's what we were going to get. Yeah.
He gets mounted as he's crawling. You just got to keep going.
Oh God! Next thing you know, you're like, no.
I don't know if it looks sticky or slimy in there. It's just kind of
Squelchy.
It
both.
looked
Yeah.
wrong. It just looked
Gee.
wrong.
Very squelchy. Leland wears a motorcycle-style neck brace, which has been made to look futuristic as part of his costume, presumably to resemble armor.
Okay, that's what I kind of took it as.
Yeah.
Don't get bit on the neck.
Ben Foster was Christian Alvart's first choice for the young lead. He said yes to the film immediately, but was nearly lost due to production delays. The Australian rock band Pandorum chose the name of their band after seeing the film. They liked the meaning behind the term, thinking there is nothing left, thinking you can't be saved, causing insanity, finding yourself in a state of Pandorum.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to give him a listen tomorrow.
The sixth film released in select D-Box enabled cinemas located in the US and Canada. In D-Box's words, the motion control technology adds to the movie's plot and underlying themes of fear, terror, and explosive action by offering realistic sensations during most of the film's action scenes. Dude, that would have been badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last movie I saw in D-Box was fucking Top Gun.
I don't think we have anything like that anywhere around here.
Is that like RPX or whatever?
No, what's RPX?
Oh, what did we?
That's like where like the seats move and like
Yeah,
it blows
yeah.
wind and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
RPX is Regal's version of that.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so from an interview, writer Travis Malloy wrote the script without knowing where it would go or how it would end. He decided not to do a preliminary outline, not knowing where it would go, attempting a more organic and spontaneous creative process. When he reached the ending where Nadia finally looks out the cockpit windows, Malloy literally stopped mid-sentence, not knowing what she would see or how the story would end. He took his dog for a walk, looked up at the night sky, trying to imagine something different and unexpected. As his dog drank from a puddle, he realized the seemingly polar opposite of deep space was being underwater, so he went home and wrote the ending that exists.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sweet.
Nice.
I like that.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
There are a few clues that Lieutenant Peyton is not what he seems when Bauer and Peyton first meet. One of which is when Bauer emerges from cryosleep, he very noticeably has layers of dead skin causing wrinkles on his body. When
Yes.
Peyton emerges, he has far less, barely any of the wrinkled dead skin on his body, showing that he was in cryosleep far less than Bauer was.
I'm
I
not
did
gonna
not
lie.
even pay attention to that.
I did
Neither
not
did I.
even notice that. Now that you say it.
Nice. I like that touch. That's good, dude.
This is the first movie to have brothers Ben Foster and John Foster work together. They share a scene in which John Foster wakes up to a nightmare as a nameless passenger, and Ben Foster as Bauer can't save him. So I'm guessing he's the guy that woke up.
Oh shit! The one that got eaten
devoured.
alive.
Yeah.
What a fucking way to wake up, dude.
Yeah, that's got
Right?
man.
Like, fucking
That's
A, man.
really bad.
Just get eaten while I'm in my sleep. Just fucking.
When Peyton cleans his forearm after waking up from hypersleep, his tattoo shows he's from Flight Team 2, not 5 like Bauer.
Yes. Yeah, we see it in that nice little meld scene there. Anything else, Chad?
When Bauer is pounding on Peyton's tube after he wakes up alone, the inside view of the sixth tube foreshadows the end. You can read Bauer printed on the glass. My Steph picked that up too. She noticed that.
Wait, say that again?
When he's pounding on Peyton's cryotube,
Mm-hmm.
on the outside it says Peyton, but when it shows it from the inside it says Bauer.
Oh.
Oh shit!
I thought that. Oh, no, something. I saw that, but I thought it was an error. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was just an error.
Cool. All right.
And finally, believing no studio would want to make the film, Malloy thought about making it as a low-budget film shot on video in an abandoned paper mill. However, it attracted the attention of filmmaker Paul W.S. Anderson and Jeremy Bolt, and they gave it to Impact Pictures, who greenlit it. The producers gave the script to the director Christian Albert, who was struck by similarities. Okay, so this is just repeating the two merged scripts.
Word.
With the ship now changed to a settler ship, the use of the word Pandorum was changed from the name of the ship to a type of mental illness caused by sustained deep space travel. So one of the scripts, Pandorum, was the name of the ship and not just the condition.
Okay.
And that's all I got, buddies.
All right. Well, thank you
Yeah.
very much,
A little bit there.
Shad Daddy.
My
All
pleasure.
right. Boys, where do we watch this?
Freebie.
Tubi.
I started watching it on Tubi, and the quality was kind of meh, and it was not coming in surround sound on my speakers, and it kept freezing. So I bought it on Prime, and
See, I didn't have it. I know you were complaining about the commercials. I didn't have very many commercial breaks at all, and I don't have surround sound, so that didn't matter to me.
yeah,
Freebie
it
was
was
good.
giving me like long ass commercials, like 5 ads. per
Really?
little break. Yeah,
That's
Tu-
surprising.
Tu- Tubi's been having, I think, a little bit going on lately.
and they were all in Spanish. I felt targeted.
You definitely
Well, I get
no,
those
because
too.
I've gotten a few as well. So.
Yeah.
They always give me the the Spanish Aldi's ones. And
They're
I'm
like, you like
"All right."
chimichangas? Come on down to the chimichanga hut. I'm like, bitch,
I'll be there.
All
I'll
right,
be right there.
fine.
Fuck.
You're gonna twist my arm.
Fucking A. Okay, so douche of the film. Gallo.
Oh,
Gallo.
Gallo.
And the cannibal dude is a very close second, though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick because he like set them all up and he's like, yo, I'm gonna give you a nice story and then I'm gonna kill you. I like the way he told his story too, though.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that.
I love the
'Cause it-
caveman drawings in the
Yes!
fucking, yeah, it was really cool.
It was detailed.
And you're just like, yo, how long has this dude been fucking awake? Like, Jesus.
He reminded me of Lawrence Fishburne's character in what is it, Predators?
Yeah.
Lawrence
Oh,
Fishburne?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep, yep. He had
Yeah.
the mask on and shit.
Yeah, he reminded me of that guy.
And who's the worst villain in that movie of all? Eric Foreman.
He was too.
That takes us to favorite kill.
I'm gonna go the creature kill where it took all three of them to fucking kick its ass.
That was pretty intense.
Because I was like,
Well-
God damn it, fucking die already.
I'm going with the guy that was devoured as soon as he woke up from his cryo sleep.
That was pretty shitty.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Norman Reedus because it was the first one you got and it was quick. I like it.
Oh my god, I just figured out what happened to Earth. Somebody was actually doing Mortal Kombat and Smoke did his ultimate fatality. And it just went, dum, dum, dum. Oh man. I think I'm gonna have to go the eyeball poke.
Ooh,
That was a good eyeball
It's
scene.
gross.
Yeah.
And it wasn't instant. Like it took a little bit from the fucking kick in or something. I don't know. All right. Best scene.
I love him crawling through that pit of god awful
The
creatures.
orgy pit? Word.
Oh, I was
That was
like, this is
intense.
gross, but I fucking like it. It was gross though.
I'm going with the scene where they realize that they are no longer in space.
Ooh, at the very end.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm going with
is-
that. That was a good.
That was a good
That is
reveal.
good.
that was a great
Yeah,
reveal.
because I mean, as you're watching it, you're trying to look and see every time they show what she's looking at, and all you see is just this black.
Yeah, because I thought they were. I've had a feeling they were like right above the planet or something, but I wasn't expecting them to be underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right. Solid. Best scene.
Brody
I'm
loves
gonna
the
say-
MK reference.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna go with when they're actually Scoop's favorite kill when they're fighting that one dude. Like that shit was just that's crazy. That would suck, dude. Like knowing that, like that's how hard you have to do, like fight just to kill one. Like,
Yeah.
I forgot. I was told I needed to give y'all Mel's favorite kill. She
Ooh.
wanted me to specifically give you her favorite kill, and her favorite kill was the Vietnamese guy getting killed.
Oh, that annoyed me. I didn't want him to die.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't want him to die,
I didn't
but that was her
either.
favorite kill because it was just like slice.
Fuck that little thing.
right? He
Did
should have
anybody else think
booted. He should have booted that.
Fucking
I don't know why,
Spartan
but
kick
that-
that little fucker and run.
that little thing reminded me of fucking the creature in Romulus.
It was
Nah,
better
this
than
guy
that.
looked way better. This little kid looked way better than that
It was
bullshit.
the eyes.
Practical
It was the
effects will
eyes.
always win. Although
No,
that
no, no. Absolutely. But it was the eyes.
It
I'm
was.
like,
It was. It was. It was.
It just looked
It looked
caca.
shitty.
yeah, Zuckerberg bergish.
oh,
Wow.
God.
That's
I
all I
think-
see. When I see that face, like, oh, I'm like, why Zuckerberg? What the fuck?
I
dude?
think
Yeah,
it's
it's got
the
those
head.
lifeless. It's the lifeless eyes too.
I think it's the
Yeah.
fucking engineer head on that lanky ass body that just
yeah.
doesn't
Oh.
do it.
No.
Oh man, I can't wait. We're gonna be talking to that. I think it's in 2 weeks. We're watching that.
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
it? Oh, I got it.
We
I
can't.
can't.
We cannot just go 2 hours on discussing the shit design.
Yes, we can.
I know we can.
Believe me, there's
Shouldn't.
other shit things to talk about in that
Yeah.
that movie too.
I mean, I like the rest of it.
Get away from her.
Too many throwbacks that didn't make any sense. There are too many throwbacks to movies that
All right, well,
in that
when we get
timeline
there.
didn't happen.
We'll
yet.
get there. We'll get there
Yeah,
in
we'll
2
get
weeks.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
2 weeks. What? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, now I really want to fucking watch that movie.
Oh, I haven't watched that in a hot minute.
I love Total Recall.
Fucking A.
we
Not
really-
the
did we
reboot.
ever
The
re-
reboot
Did
sucked.
we
The
ever
reboot's
re-
not
review
Total
that
Recall.
movie? Did we ever review that?
Nah, that's too sci-fi.
No, that's just straight sci-fi. That's not
But
even.
it's gore and more, and it's got gore.
Does
I'm
have
not opposed to it.
gore. Wait.
You know, if
The
we ever launch our sister show, we'll do it on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still want to get that. I just have trouble coming up with different questions and different show notes. I want to do.
Yeah,
it
no,
different.
absolutely. Yeah, you don't want it to be.
Yeah, I'm in a
same
creative
genre.
rut right now. I need some kind of inspiration for this.
All right.
I'll send you
That's
news
fair.
later.
Worst moment or scene.
Worst.
I wasn't a fan of some of the shots we got of the mutants where it was like that quick like jerky edit.
That
And then the
was
flash drive real quick.
2009 fast shaky
Yeah.
cam.
Yeah, and I hated that.
I kind of understood it for this movie because I felt like it made them faster, but at the same time, I can get where it's disorienting and kind of annoying. I'm going to say the over consistent shots of the same hallway from different angles. Like, I understand they're probably not going in a huge distance of the ship, but I just felt like we utilized that hallway a lot.
I'm gonna go. With
Hey, my buddy Doug's here. He says,
Oh,
"Shop,
hi.
Doug.
nice creative shop S Mart. Love it."
I'm gonna go with him crawling through the.
I'm right there with you, Bobby.
I'm like
The claustrophobia.
that.
Not
and
because
all-
it was a bad scene.
Yeah, it's.
But
I'd
the
be dead. I'd be dead.
claustrophobia. Ooh. And then when
See,
he falls and he's stuck there with his head, like
Oh, that
fuck that.
sucks.
That-
dude.
yeah.
Fuck
that gave me so much fucking anxiety. I was like, oh God, hurry up and get him the fuck out of
Listen,
there.
I don't get
I have a hard-
claustrophobic, so that didn't bother me.
I mean, I normally don't, but here's my idea of claustrophobia, at least currently. When I'm in a fucking parking lot and people don't know how to park, and I can't get out of my fucking car because a piece of shit don't know how to park, and I look at that and I go, I want to key your car and slash your tires and fucking kill you. That's my idea of claustrophobia because I'm like, great, now I can't get out. Thanks.
You know,
Just-
Bobby, I don't feel sorry
take a
for you.
dump on
Maybe
their
if you were
hood instead.
smaller, if you were a little bit smaller, and not such a
No,
giant.
people actually
Yeah,
know
if
how
you're
to
human,
fucking
if you're
park.
normal human sized,
if you were a normal human size like that,
No. Sorry, that's a veto. People
and
know
by
how to
us, I
park
mean
and
me
be
and
fine.
Chad. 'cause
I was gonna
John's
say, you know what?
probably-
I was gonna say, I'm in Bob's boat, man. I've definitely been there before, to where my old car, I had to go into my passenger side, pop the bitch in neutral, push my fucking car out of the fucking spot just to be able to get my fat fucking ass in the side because the motherfucker wants to give me 6 fucking inches in between my car and
God.
theirs. So, maybe you did get asshole written on the side of the car. I don't fucking know how. it
I
got
feel like
there.
John Candy in fucking Summer Rental. He's got to go through his fucking hatch. I'm like, this sucks.
Fucking right, dude. Anyways, no, see, I understand why you guys gave that worst scene. I would say that definitely that scene though, it hits the fucking feelings like hard.
Yeah,
for
it
like,
but it's supposed to.
yeah. Still not as claustrophobic, like Bob said, as
The Descent.
The Descent, because there was just some spots in that where it's just like,
Oh,
first of
God.
all,
Dude.
my ass would have never even went into the giant hole in the ground. I'm like, oh,
That
that's
is-
cool.
That
I'm
is
out.
100%. I
Yeah,
even said
don't
it on
go.
the show. I even said in the show that is 100% a white people thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I ain't that
That-
fucking white.
That,
I am
that
not.
is-
I am not.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm
I
not crawling
love
around in
my
a cave
creepy
white.
shit. I would love to explore, but I would be right there with John. Be like, oh yeah, I wonder what's down there. Never gonna find out. Who wants a beer?
No,
Yep.
man. I'm gonna be up at the top and I'm like, man, it looks cool. All right, let's get a fucking J break here. We'll fucking check this shit out. That's fucking,
that's gonna be my new
Like you said.
TikTok. My new TikTok shit. White people doing dumb shit.
fucking right, dude. All right. Opening scene, hook you in.
Oh yes.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, we got some text. We explained what was going on.
Which I thought was really cool because it didn't just give you like right before what happened. It gave you years and centuries of what was going on.
Yeah.
All right. that takes us to most attractive character. I feel like that's
Nah.
unanimous across the board.
Dirty
Nadia.
hot girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
one
yeah.
humanoid that was all dirty and nasty in the pit.
Oh,
Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
And
That
Nadia.
thing was hot.
Shwing.
yo, we never even talked about how our main dude was straight up the Predator. Our
Oh
main
yeah, the
bad
main
guy.
humanoid. Yeah.
He had
Oh, yeah.
dreads. He had
Yeah.
a 2-blade fucking thing that came off his forearm.
Or how about when he fought the
He had,
fucking
like-
Vietnamese dude?
And
He
threw
had to
him
do
the
it.
spear.
He threw him the spear.
Like,
He had to
let's
fight
go,
him on
yeah.
even ground.
Which that's
That
see,
was cool.
that's what shows it. That goes to show them like they're not stupid, right? They're not like
Well-
unintelligent by any mean. They're just more of
They're
like
different. They're different.
It's like it's
They're more primal.
yes,
Yes.
but
So-
at the same time, like they're still technologically advanced to where they're making fucking torch weapons still. You know what I mean? Like
I watched that video that I watched on YouTube that explains these creatures or whatever and how they evolved and all that. Their brains are still human brains. They still think like we do. They're just on a different wavelength than what we are. So, like I said, for all intents and purposes, they're still human. They're, but it's just that their bodies have evolved to live in
that ship, the
the ship,
yeah.
but they still have a fully human functioning brain.
And you got to think these things, to them, we're aliens.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're on this new planet, which we are also aliens.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
all right, that takes us to. Did the score set the mood?
Yeah, I
I'd
think
say
it's all right.
for
Yeah.
the most part, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember much of it, but sure.
No, I mean, when it was intense, it felt intense, and when it was, supposed to be
Okay. Yeah. I'll give it
those
that for
creep
sure.
moments, it kind of gives those too. So, I don't think we have a song, so we're just gonna skip
Mm-mm.
that. Best favorite character.
I'm
Vietnamese
going with
dude.
Ooh, good. You know what? I'm gonna agree.
He was awesome.
Because
He
you
was a
know that
badass.
dude, if you could understand what that dude was saying, he would have been fucking hilarious.
This dude could have had it all figured out and knew 100% what was going on and been trying to tell them this, and we would not know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like, how hilarious would it be if he's just trying to tell them, yo, we're already here. We're underwater. Follow me. I'll get us the fuck out of here.
And once again, I gotta say, good taste on not giving us subtitles of what he's saying.
Or
Yeah.
imagine he already helped people off of the ship that are already living on a colony.
It could be. That's why there's only.
Oh my God, yeah.
To help the others.
Jesus, yeah, there's a thought.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
go with Bauer though. I like Bauer.
I was gonna say Bauer myself, actually.
Okay.
So.
all right. Was it scary?
A little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
It definitely
I
had
did
some
jump
tense
once.
moments.
If you put yourself in that situation where you don't know where you are,
Not only that, but how about let's just talk about the existential horror of Earth is fucked. So do you stay and ride it out? Or do you go on the ark and hope for the best and try to survive?
Yeah.
Like me, I'm going on the fucking ark, dude. No,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I would.
I mean, if I was like a senior citizen riding out, all right, sure,
yeah, it's like, do I want to starve to death and possibly choke to death? Because they're like, he was wearing like a fucking rebreather, so was there like little oxygen or something?
possibly, dude. It's like
Yeah.
Spaceballs, Just
Like,
fucking-
was the atmosphere poison? Who knows? But yeah, why not try and hope for a better tomorrow?
all right. I mean, personally, I think it would be cool because it's almost like the old west. It's the new old west now. Because now you're going out to fucking.
Dude, what if they get there and it's just dinosaurs?
That's what I'm saying.
that would be
Alien
great.
dinosaurs would
That'd
be
be
fucking
great.
cool. I mean, you'd have to have some kind of big alien monsters a few times, right?
But see, now that's where I want on that planet still someone to come out and say, "Welcome to Jurassic Park." I've been looking for you my whole life.
That new one's supposed to be a hard R. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah. I hope so.
I haven't really given a shit about the Jurassic Park series in a while, so we'll see.
I want to.
Maybe
I'm
we'll-
honestly, since I've been reading, I'm gonna get the book because I know the book is violent and way.
Oh,
crazy.
the OG book? Yeah.
Get
absolutely.
the book, and supposedly there is a scene in the new movie that was in the book that hasn't been filmed yet in any of the
Raft.
sequels.
It's the
That's what
raft.
people are
gonna
thinking.
get
But,
Yeah.
but then people are saying, well, the raft was kind of adapted in the Spinosaurus chase scene in the third one.
No, I'm gonna get that's gonna be on my list of books to get this year because I want to read that.
All right, fair enough.
I have it somewhere. I have to reread it. I haven't seen it since the movie
Lost
came
World
out.
is also a good read. That was actually like 2 books I read when I was growing up, so not many
Fair.
else. That takes us to, does it hold up today? Well, it's not that
Yeah.
old.
It's
I'm
not that
gonna
old.
say it
I
does.
would
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say it definitely does. Give us
And
that
it's
unrated
most-
cut.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We'll get there in a second. But I would say, dude, for the fact that they use practical effects, that helped him out.
Yep.
For sure, right?
Yeah.
And that takes us to acting.
Pretty solid, especially
solid,
Dennis
yeah.
Quaid.
Yeah, everybody was solid in what they had to do. So yeah,
Dennis
it was
Quaid
good.
always brings it, though, dude.
He
Even
never
in
phones
Jaws-
it in.
Even in
Interstate,
Jaws
baby.
3, bro.
Yeah.
Even in
Yeah.
Jaws 3.
Even though he was on all the drugs in that movie, he still was good.
It's all good, man. Everybody was in drugs in that movie, dude.
Oh yeah, they all were like, yeah, we were all,
Favorite character from that movie? That mustache diver that gets the first one that gets eaten. I don't know why.
the guy that was just trying to weld the gate shut.
Yeah, the dude was just doing his job. He
He
had
was
a
just
killer.
putting an
He
OT.
had a killer fucking mustache.
That dude was just trying to put in some OT. He just wanted to
How-
earn more money for his family. Damn it!
Right. We did Jaws, didn't we? We've done
No,
Jaws.
we've never
We
done
did-
Jaws.
no, we
We've
didn't do
never done
Jaws.
Jaws.
Never done Jaws.
Fuck
I'm
off,
gonna put it on my
dude.
list for next year.
Really? I
Dude,
thought
what do
we
you think?
have.
No, because you know it's going to get a 5.
Yeah,
Eh.
but come on, we've done movies where
So
it's
should, we
5
just,
too.
so should we just skip
I'm not
the
a fan
Jaws
of
2?
Jaws.
Really?
I am not a fan of Jaws.
Wow.
I've
So
never.
what's your
I've
go-to
watched
shark
it.
movie?
I don't have a fucking
Meg.
what is it?
The Meg?
Deep Blue
Better not
Sea.
be the Meg. Oh, that's a good
Okay,
one.
no, but Deep Blue Sea is a good one.
though.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I can't wait
I've
for that.
never been a fan of Jaws. Like I'll watch it if it's
Really?
on, but it's not one of those ones where I'm
Uh,
like, oh my god, it's such a great
I have-
movie.
I
No, I
am
have
one
to
of those
wa-
people.
I have to watch it like 3 times easily on 4th of July weekend.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't mean to like throw us in.
No,
a
you're good.
Jaws
But I'm just saying, if we ever
tangent.
review it, it's not going to get a 5 from me.
I was just saying, what if we just jump right to Jaws 3? Like,
Oh, I would love to
just
do
go
that.
right
That'd be
to
great.
That would be great,
We
dude.
skip everything else.
I'm an unapologetic fan of Jaws 3. It's such a bad movie.
I
but-
am too.
Dude, when
But
it came
no,
out
no, you're
last
not.
year, on 4K in that limited edition steelbook,
Oh
I
my
fucking
God.
pre-ordered it.
Why?
I
so you can
still
have a
have to get the 4K.
stationary toy shark in 4K.
But there was supposedly like the original version of that actually was a lot better, and I don't know why they changed it.
There is
If
one
you can find
still-
footage of it.
Well, there's not. I've tried to find footage, but there's always the one picture of the original, and it looks so
looks
much
awesome.
better. It's like, why did you change
Money.
that?
It's
Now,
always-
somebody just went like this. All right, change that.
So, cinematography of this movie. I know we've talked a little bit here and there.
I thought it was really
fuck.
strong, despite Bobby's dislike of the lighting. I think the lighting is what made it work on the level that it did.
Yep, I agree.
I'm gonna give that part an 8
Glow
out of
stick
10,
lighting.
only because I wanted a little lighter, but it was good. I'm not gonna say it wasn't because it was. But
all right. I'm gonna say yeah, absolutely all across the board. All right. Did we like the premise?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
did.
say all right, 100%. And climax, was it satisfying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The climax
Yes,
being when they find out
absolutely.
that they're already there and underwater. Loved it. Loved the twist.
The underwater was, I feel like, because like Steve said, he already figured out that they're probably already there
I was
20, 30 minutes in.
I-
Right. You did the same thing. But getting that nice little like, oh, underwater. All right. Like, I don't know.
See, and then even at that, you're like, fuck, did like everything in the universe blow up? Are they just floating through infinite space now with nothing around? Like, what the fuck?
that was one of my thoughts because there was an episode of Doctor Who that was like that.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Mhm. I'm like, damn, are they like at the end of the universe?
Yeah.
That would be way deeper existential horror right there.
And when
Yeah,
you
it'd be
see like
really
the
deep.
time, because I don't know if you guys noticed how on the computer screen there was the time was moving up
Yeah.
to where it finally gets to like the 900 and whatever years it was. I was like, oh shit. I thought it was just going to be, a few years here and there, but no, and they hit that 900 mark. I was like, oh, goddamn.
I mean, maybe that's as long as the reactor was supposed to last. Who the fuck? I don't know. You know? All right. So recycle, rewind, remake, reboot, or reshelf.
Rewind and give us the unrated cut.
Yeah.
Yes. Rewind
And
and
sequel.
give unrated.
Give us sequels.
Rewind and reboot this bitch.
Okay. That being said, we will rate this mother liquor. Brody started off with a 2.5. I know he said he might change up to a solid 3, but I don't know what he was talking about. Was that the unrated cut, maybe?
I think he's talking about the unrated cut. If we get
That's
that.
what. Okay, that's what I thought too. Okay. All right. So Brody started off with a 2.5. Mr. Bobby, what do you got for me, brother?
I want that unrated cut. I'm gonna go with I'll go with a 4.
Solid. Scuba,
I'm going 4.2.
4.2. Chad Daddy,
I'm with Bobby. 4.0 for me, buddy.
4, and I will agree. Feels like a 4. I was actually going to go a little bit lower, but you guys actually.
I was originally thinking 3.8, and as I
what?
thought more about it,
I was
That's
going
kinda where I
to
was
do
too.
I was thinking that's why I was like, I want that unrated. I'm like 3.8. I can't judge it on something I haven't seen that's not been released. All right, fine. I'll give it this.
No, Gene called it earlier, and I was kind of like, "Damn, that's kind of what I was thinking too." Man.
Yeah, I was like, that might be what it is.
Oh, fuck! So goddamn close, dude. 3.74.
oh,
goddamn it.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Brady.
4.3.
I mean, we could just fudge it and give it a 3.8.
No, keep it that score. You know, you don't want to fudge.
All right. Damn, so close. Gene almost had it. All right.
We can cook the books, Bobby.
That's right. They're just our books.
This is true.
Chad Daddy, what are we covering next week, brother?
Next week, we are dipping our toes into something a little bit different, something we've never done before. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing our first ever musical for Gore.
Yes.
Yeah, so I hope you bring your appetites because it's time to feed me Seymour with Little Shop of Horrors.
Never watched it, so this is going to be the first time watching me.
This song, that song, Feed Me, I sing that song at karaoke from time to time when my buddy Arnold shows up, and it is the most horrible rendition of the song because he does not know how Seymour's part goes. So he just kind of sings it, and we've been doing it for fucking like almost 20 years at this part, and this man has never learned.
He's still never seen it?
Never learned Seymour's part. So he just kind of does it in his own like William Shatner voice kind of way. But we pull it off, and like I get all into it like fucking like Audrey 2 and fucking just rock it the fuck out. But yeah, I fucking love this movie. I'm
Me
excited.
too.
I'm
Me
fucking
too.
excited.
Nice.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
first time
watched
watched. Never watched it.
So I have not watched this since I've been a kid. So
I almost wish I could watch the director's cut with the original ending too.
Oh,
I didn't know that was that.
It is out there. It exists. It is a completely different ending.
Really?
I've seen that.
I don't even remember the ending anyway. So interesting. You know what's weird is Bill Murray isn't on the cast list. Why?
Well, he's only a cameo, really.
Yeah,
Don't get me
but he
wrong.
still counts. Just I don't know.
Yes,
what you
Gene, we're
call it.
doing the musical remake of Little Shop with
Yes,
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. Hell yeah! All right. Well,
And you guys can catch it on YouTube, Apple TV, Fandango, or Prime, or go to Walmart, buy the 2-pack with
Spaceballs.
and Little Shop of Horrors for like $7.50.
is
Just
it
go buy it. Just go buy it.
is it
Yeah, just go buy
DVD or Blu-ray?
it. DVD.
DVD.
I already have Spaceballs on DVD too.
I don't have either one, so I might have to do that.
If you're lucky, you can find just the regular DVD in some of the bins. I've seen it as recently as just like a month ago.
Maybe I'll go have to take a look. All right. Well, we're almost at our 2-hour mark, but is there anything nerdy you guys need to throw out there? I know I got one or maybe two things.
I got nothing.
I got one thing as well.
So big in the horror community, and I know we were all excited.
Oh,
We're getting our Toxic Avenger this year, man.
Oh yes. Fuck yeah, we finally are.
And I'm excited because they said that movie was too gross to be seen,
Bullshit.
which means we needed to see it. and we're going to.
Yes.
So
Did they give a date on that, or they just said they're releasing it?
Just said they're releasing
releasing
Okay,
this year.
theatrically too, from what they said.
Yeah, and who knows, man? Maybe they saw they saw Terrifier 3 and they're like, listen, if we could do this.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, Cineverse said they no other studio would pick it up. After Terrifier 3 did fucking great again, Cineverse said, "Come on, baby, we'll put you out. Come on."
Yeah.
We'll get
pet
this
you. We'll make sure you get your
graded
food and your
fucks
stuff.
monies, dude. Like, let's go.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a solid one. And what the hell else? There was something else, and I lost it. Doesn't matter. Anything with you boys?
Bobby's got
I
a
get-
couple, I know.
Bobby.
Yeah, I got one to start because I think it's something everybody here and the horror people will get into. Dinner with Leatherface is a Gunnar Hansen documentary, is releasing this February. The newly relaunched Anchor Bay Entertainment will be releasing the new documentary Dinner with Leatherface, which looks at the life, legacy, and career of the late horror icon Gunnar Hansen. It is headed to digital and physical media on February 25th, 2025. You can catch the trailer at Bloody Disgusting, and you can pre-order your Blu-ray copy through Amazon now.
I'm more interested in the fact that they brought back Anchor Bay Entertainment.
Yeah, which I was like,
Anchor Bay was Scream Factory decades before we had Scream Factory.
Yeah, it was.
Man, I still have my Anchor Bay Evil Army of Darkness and shit, dude.
Like
Yeah.
Anchor Bay is what introduced me to like demons and
Ooh.
zombie.
All right. Nice.
Let's see, what was the other thing that I had? I think that was the only like major thing.
Oh!
So I think that's what I got for now.
That's what it was. We have the release date for the new Doom Dark Ages, May 15th. I myself maybe got a little wet because that fucking trailer looked fantastic. And that game looks insane if you enjoy the Doom series. If not,
I never really got into it.
especially with this new
I never
like
played, so.
trilogy. So like 2016, and then you have Eternal, and then this one, like each one plays different. So this one is going back to like more like of an old school, like you are a straight up tank just moving around, all about like the nice strafing and shit like that. So I've always been a huge fan, and dude, if you like gory games, that shit brings it hardcore.
All right, so I like Gore, but maybe I'll have to give it a shot. Maybe.
And the last video game news I had was Boogeyman's coming to Ghostbusters fucking Spirits Unleashed.
Yes.
They don't have a release date yet because they're just teasing, but I think they have a live stream coming up this week, Ilphonic, where they're going to be talking about probably, I'm assuming, release dates or some shit like that.
I just
So
got
who's
back into Ghostbusters mode today. I was playing for a little bit. I'm like, I haven't played in so long. Oh, I was like it was like riding a bike. It felt so nice to get back in and play it.
Oh yeah.
I
Other
might
than that-
have to get back into that. I need a
Yeah,
break
same.
from some things.
Phasmophobia.
That too.
Come on, ghost with me. In a different way. Other than that, that's all I got. So if you boys are ready, we'll call this shit done.
Absolutely.
Bob, you can start us off.
This is your Killing Machine, Bobby Amon saying we will see you next week for a little shop of horror. So join us next week, and please share this also. Share all of our shows if you could. It would help us out greatly, and we would love you, and we'll send you nudes on Patreon for $5 a piece. Thank you.
This is your host with the ghost, Prince of Paranormal, Boris Chupacabra, saying Bobby will send you nudes. Nobody wants to see this naked but my wife.
He never said it would be nudes of us. So
No, that's true. That's
He
true.
just
I
said
did not.
nude.
yeah,
I just said nudes.
it could be Ron and Jeremy, and you'd never know.
Be
Yeah,
sure
it would
to
be
tune in
easier.
next week, and I'll see you down on Skid Row.
Yeah, nice. And this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in a Chattahoochee, saying, "Join us next week, where we all go somewhere that's green."
Ooh. And thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fantastic episode of the Goremore Podcast. I'm your not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, saying, yeah, like these boys already said, join us next week. Little Shop of Horrors. Watch it. Join us. Let us know your thoughts. And remember, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Penis.
I was,
Gravity
I
defying
wasn't
titties.
big